two numbers. They're both wrong. Harley, 23. Yeah, right. All right, so I get a bit loud and exciting. So probably a little bit louder than the other boys. So boundary throw in right forward pocket. Can you hear that? So I can't. So can you turn me up in my own headphones? Yeah, righto. Yeah, not quite, but yeah, a bit louder. Yeah, that's good. Yep. Yeah, liking that. Boundary throw in right forward pocket here. Yep. How about how are you going, Clark? So Clark's on number 2.
Yep. Yeah. How's that? How's that for tone?
Yeah, that's good. We good to go?
Yeah, you guys are all right.
Well, very good afternoon. Sunny skies overhead for the much-anticipated qualifying final. It's 1v2. Melton v. Darley, the old rivals, going head-to-head. The Devils kick to the high school end. And the reigning premiers and the minor premiers, the Bloods, to the railway end of this opening term as Myers endeavours to get the first touch. Got it to Bewley, who got a handball received from Baker. High up and under kick to outer centre wing. Cotter with the first touch for the Bloods, and they'll rebound off half back. Kick is wide and missed all and sundry.
Free kick, Melton.
It's going to come back. It's going to go against the Devils.
Cotter.
And a chance for the Bloods to reset through Cotter. So big good afternoon to one and all tuning in via the Red Onion Media Group. The Melton+vs++Darley qualifying final ahead of us in perfect conditions here for football as he goes out of side towards half forward. Payne back into the side today. Ground level ball. Applying the tackle. The umpire says I'll have it and there'll be a ball up. Clark Whelan and Lee Greening joining us right throughout the afternoon, boys. And be a big effort if the Devils can make it 3 on the bounce as the tap won by Archard. Page, first pursuant over the football as it knocked away from him. Young with the tackle on Watkins, back into the side after a week off. And there'll be a ball up. So a couple of stoppages early, similar to what we saw a fortnight ago, gents.
Yeah, finals footy, tough and hard early. First team to clear will be important.
Baker with the hands was good. Got it to Bewley, who found Young. He went into the middle of the ground. Bouncing ball to half forward. How will it sit for Heaney? Suter gathered back into the side after a week off, and they combined by hand, the Bloods, and they're away through Cotter off half back. Got the overlap that he wanted, and they're away here, the Bloods. Short kick meant for Watkins. Orborg denied by Young. High up and under kick back towards half forward. Joel Cadman, the fly, couldn't take the mark. Shark by Bishop. And has a party on the outside by Hamper with the long option. Johnson was courageous, got a hand on the footy. Phillips gathered the ball, tackled, taken to the ground. The umpire says I'll have it and there'll be a ball up.
Yeah, Darley forwards playing very high up the ground to start this game. It's going to be a rebound game if they're going to do that all day.
Super crowd under sunny skies here. Darley into attack here. 2 minutes 12 gone opening term. It's like to be a reset of sorts and a ball up again in the Devils' forward 50.
Stoppage number 5 already. 2 minutes gone.
Yeah, we were counting the stoppages a fortnight ago in round 17. And the mirror image prevailing, albeit number 3. Soccer off the ground out of the congestion was meant by Z Stratton, who ran off half back and took an uncontested chest mark. Read it well and went wide to the pocket. Myers dropped what he should have taken. Doing the sharking there was Page. Quick across the body to the danger zone. Ground ball chance of Ferrugia. Got it to Cotter, who started well. Right foot kick to the wide pocket. Ryan Carter, the target, who's pushed right up the ground. Managed to negotiate by hand. Dribbling ball, Geordie Kite. Muscled away from the would-be tackler to Jack Walker. Back to Kite. Right foot kick let him down. Bit of finals pressure, perceived pressure, call it what you like. Over the line, out of bounds on the full, and Young to bring the ball back into play.
Great chase and pressure from Andrew as a party there.
Dangerous kick from Matthew Brett. Just had enough on it to get to Duncan Cabin, who got it to Adam Azapati, who found 10 and the former Blood on his left. High up and under kick to a one-on-one. Players set themselves as a grab. And the mark's been taken there by Joel Cadman. And he'll go back and have a shot on goal from about 20 metres out directly in front.
Yeah, I see Bailey Young as a very important player for Darley. That's his second intercept off half-back in the first couple of minutes, and he was very good at it last week, although he played by himself for a long time, but 2 early touches, and Melton will have a look at that today.
Great body work there by Cadman. He's continuing on his good aerial form from the last several weeks.
So Cadman, speaking of Joel, 4 minutes in, chance for an opening score of the game. Has he snuck it in?
He has.
And the Devils are up and about with the opener of the Carlton Draft McDonald's final series here at Mattingly Park. The qualifying final has had its first goal on the board under sunny skies here. Perfect conditions for football. Mattingly Park playing host. That's Darley 1 goal straight 6, who lead Melton no score.
Yeah, be interested to keep an eye on game plan here. You notice Melton coming out of back line there, went wide, hugged the boundary line. Darley, as soon as he got a chance, straight back in the corridor, through the guts, easy goal.
It's a good observation. And the guys, both teams that want to stay either side of that hard wicket in the centre wicket area are already ready for cricket season here at Mattingly Park.
Well, they're, of course, into the Ballarat League in the cricket, but that for a later time. Ball up, tap one by Archard. Chance here for O'Brien, who went hunting. Tackled there by Baker. The umpires picked out a free kick. I'm not sure what that was for. Might have been for a hold. That's all I can come up with is O'Brien, who missed the round 17 loss to the Devils. Fired the ball into attack. Carter sets himself, had the ball knocked away from him. Andy Azzopardi needed to be quick. Well, he had it knocked away from him as quick as he went together. And the umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up 40 metres out from the Melton goal.
Yeah, and Everton, Darley got Billy Myers in the ruck to start, so you'd know an influence around the ground. Aerial contest for him today if he's not going to be forward for a long time. Ball
up at the restart. Tap one by Myers, cleverly knocked it boundary side. Foot race on in earnest here, gathered by Jack Walker. Kick across the body, forward 50 inside for Melton. Geordie Kite couldn't gather. Cadman with the pressure. I speak of Duncan on this occasion. And the umpire will come in and effect a ball up 25 metres around from the Melton goal.
Good even contest to start this qualifying final, Todd.
Ball up. Tap one by Payne. Bewley with the outside of the right boot. Territory gain. Good use of the body from Baker. Went searching for the handball give, but there was nobody there, so he had to go over his own shoulder, hopeful rather than anything else, but it fell into the hands of Geordie Kite, in fact, and the kick was cut off there by Young, who went short and lateral to Myers, who gave it to Colley, who went along the line to Harley Inglis, who took an ice back on the chest, wearing the 23 today. Gave it over towards Cadman, who went with a searching kick towards the attacking 50. Hendy dropped what he should have taken. He did everything right, but his butter-up work was terrific, and the left foot kick found for Ruja, who played on and gave the hand pass over towards Sullivan, to Carter, to Farrugia, who kept running. He took a bounce just inside the boundary line, ran to about 70, kick smothered by Myers, fell fortuitously into the hands of Sullivan, who went forward to a one-on-one. Good use of the body there from the Devils' defence. Players present, good umpiring, whistle blown, there'll be a ball up 20 metres out from the Melton goal.
Just not enough pressure there in the Darley forward line to keep it in. Came out very quickly.
Ball up, Melton into attack here, Payne and Myers. Myers won the tap. Ground ball, chance for Denham on his left. Went wide, looking there towards Azzopardi. Ground ball, how will it sit for Joel Cadman? It did. Skewed the left-hand hand pass out in the direction of Fawcett into the side today. Turnover, chance for Kite. Got it towards Carter, who went forward and ball presented and took a terrific mark on the chest. And the speedster will go back and have a shot on goal. 25 metres out on a slight angle.
It was a bit of an up and under kick that fell a bit short, and Borg was just first to react. Took a strong chest mark, read it well.
Not really known for his contested marking, more for his speed on the outside. And Borg will have an opportunity to level the scores here, just inside 8 minutes opening term. So Borg with a deliberate approach. Distance not a problem. How's the accuracy? Straight over the goal. Umpire said he liked it. And the ledger is squared here at Mattingly Park. Tick over 8 minutes gone opening term in the Carlton Draft McDonald's BFNL Final Series, brought to you by Red Onion Media Vision. It's a goal apiece.
Yeah, very important to take your opportunity today. I think both teams are going to get enough opportunity. They're both good at contests. They both rebound well. Top two team in the comp. So both teams are going to create enough opportunity to score and win the game. It's the team that take their chances. Will probably be flagged favourite in a couple of hours. So good goal to Melton.
Yep, and I'd say both half back lines have had the numbers and run the ball out. Some rebound footy early.
Back in the restart, goal apiece here. Tap one by, well, we'll give it Archard. Little tap to, well, what Myers thought was his own advantage. Only found O'Brien, who hurried the kick to half forward. Ground ball, knocking it forward there was Carter. Z Stratton gathered and fired it out towards Andy Azzopardi, who leant back through traffic and did well with the vision. Was composed for a youngster. He got it to Colley. Right foot kick to centre wing. Spoil was good from Cadman. Tapped the ball towards Spiteri, who went to half forward. Ground ball. The umpires picked out a free kick. It's going to go against the Devils, and it's going to go the way of Lachlan Phillips.
Great little crumb there by Inglis after the spoil from Joel Cadman.
So Phillips went short, and the kick was okay. So through Walker, they'll go along the line. Broadcast side and found Watkins. That was all a bit too easy with an uncontested mark. He went over the top of the overlap to O'Brien. The pressure was good from Myers. Umpire called the chop in the end. And O'Brien will take the resultant free kick. Chance to send the Bloods into attack. So survival of the fittest today. The kick went into the pocket, went over the head of the captain of the Bloods, Braden Kite. Andy has a party, quite happy to see it over the line for a boundary throw in 35 metres around from the Bloods goal.
Absolute perfect day for footy, boys. Sun's out. It's actually quite warm. Could take a toll later in the day, so a good start will be very important.
Yeah, good observation, Lee. You'd think at the level the game will open up, given the taxi conditions of sunny skies. Payne with the tap, only as far as a party. Got plenty on the kick to the defensive side of centre wing. Archer with the juggling mark. Well, he actually took it in the end, but the umpire didn't call play on. Somehow Archer did his own follow-up work, was able to pick it up off the ground. Sent it forward. O'Brien, the fly, couldn't gather. Bewley ridden into the ground. Umpire let it go. And there'll be a ball up on centre half forward for the Bloods. Some 55 metres out from their goal. Scores level here, near 11 minutes gone opening term. Ball up, tap, Archer again, important. Ground level ball, repeat stoppage. And there'll be a ball up.
Great start to this game. Top two teams going at it. 1 goal all, not giving an inch. Finals footy at its very best.
Ball up. Melton, ball in their front half. Knocked forward by O'Brien. Chance of Page, dispossessed by Payne. Kick across the body. There from a distance out there from Button. Missed all and sundry and went out of bounds on the full. So the resultant free kick to come back into play will be taken by the Devils adjacent to the behind post. It'll be Lahore with that awkward looking style. Found Duncan Cabinet. Terrific kick, well weighted, played on, gave it to Bewley. Left foot kick. Central one at that. Waiting in the back there was Fawcett. Didn't get the favourable spill. Heaney did though. And he went by hand to Archer, who knocked it further afield, only as far as Bewley. Chance for Spiteri. BOG last week. Evasive. Squaring kick towards the attacking 50. Meant for Riley Matricati. With her up for it, the Bloods defence through Walker, who got it to Davis. Defensive side of the middle of the ground. Here's Borgall on his own on half forward. He can raffle the options. Excited, decided to go long towards Carter. Outstretched hands, couldn't keep it in. And it went through for a rush behind in the end, let off for the Devils.
Super rebound by the Bloods off half back once again. It's something Darley's going to have to take care of if they're going to stay in contact early.
Has the kick in from Matthew Brett of a standing start, found Johnson outside of the defensive 50. Squaring kick found Mitch Ward, who Aaron Timms gave a rap during the week for with his run off half back on the presser every Wednesday night. Right foot kick goes in the Leonard direction. Farrugia was disciplined and courageous, had to wait under it for a period of time, the youngster, and found enough purchase on the ball to see it over the line for a boundary throw in. True centre wing broadcast side.
O'Brien been prominent for the Bloods early.
Near 13 minutes gone opening turn. The Bloods lead by a point here. O'Brien into the ruck. Won that tap. Baker needs to be clean, and he was. Got it to Adam Azapati. Threw ball onto the boot kick. Just landed it. Leonard Shoelaces. Sharkwell by Minito. Suter went back to Minito, who went wide with the short kick and found Braden Kite. He can steady the ship and take a breath for all and sundry. And he'll just chip it over the top. And the kick's okay to Sullivan. So Sullivan with ball in hand. Back into the side after a week off with an ankle.
Heaney.
And found Phillips, who went into the middle of the ground to Suter, who switched play to the outer side of the ground, and they're away here through Heaney. The kick was okay. Mark taken there by Carter, a long way from home. So he goes backwards with a 45 to Cotter, who concedes back into the D50. To Walker, who's been good early. Kick wide, tested Minito, but he was up for the task and he played on with some separation and went towards Liam Carter. Clean bowled him at ground level. Ground ball opportunity here for Russell, who was bowled up there by Collie. Terrific tackle. And the umpire said, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up. Half forward broadcast side for the Bloods.
Yeah, Melton's rebound footy at the moment looks very dangerous going forward. Their turnover ball on the ground, very quick with the footy.
Good use of the body by O'Brien. Weight advantage prevailed and dropped it like a hot spud did Sullivan. And Andy Azapati will take the resultant free kick. and tries to slow it down by Luther Baker. Dangerous kick into the middle, needs to be good, and it was. And it found Adam Azapati. Played on, gave it to Bewley. Centre wing broadcast side. Went long to an open forward line. In front, Joel Cadman couldn't take the mark. Round ball, can they hold it up? You'd anticipate so. Whistle imminent, and there'll be a ball up 25 metres out from the Darley goal.
So Bewley working his way into the game. Baker, Myers and Young prominent early for the Devils.
Yeah, you look down at the bench here, both teams, Melton and Darley, players lined up in interchange. The warm weather's definitely got the interchange flowing.
Melton 7 lead, Darley 6. Darley into attack. 15 minutes gone, opening turn. Ball up, tap one by O'Brien. Shark there by Kite, kick across the body. Thumped away there by Young towards the boundary. Shark there by Russell. His hand pass was ambitious, missed the target. Over the door for a squadry of players. Bees to a honeypot. There'll be a ball up on half-forward broadcast side. The umpires picked out a free kick.
Goes to Young.
And Young with ball in hand.
Been good early, Young.
So he can go short to Denham if he likes, but he'll take the squaring option. Leonard the target. Couldn't take the mark. Shot terrifically there by Isaac. Got it to Page. Kick across the body. Bouncing ball missed off to the left and through for a minor score.
Well, for a quality finisher, Page won't be too happy with that particular finish, Todd.
16 minutes gone. Opening term, scores level. Cotter went wide to Heaney, to Walker, who went with the right boot towards half back. Overcooked the kick. Kick for Menino. Normally good by foot. Went by hand to Borg. He got caught by Collie. Got it to Russell. Pressure from Fawcett was good. Oh, waiting at the back there was Walker, who got it to Davis. Skinny kick was okay. And found Geordie Kite, who took a chest mark in front of Mitch Ward, and will go back and have a shot on goal. 30 metres out on about a 45-degree angle. So they moved the ball well from coast to coast, the Bloods.
Yeah, they did. And Davis's finish on the left foot was very good. He's been a good player for a lot of years, especially the last couple of years. And just to realise, put the eyes up, hit the lead-up player and give him a chance was a really good finish.
So Geordie Kite with ball in hand. Chance to put the Bloods back in front here. Kicks on its way.
Beautiful kick.
Makes no mistake. Bloods are up and about here at Manningley Park. They get their second of the afternoon. It took the best part of 17 minutes to do so, but it's enough to regain the lead here. They lead 2-1-13, Darley 1-1-7.
Yeah, the early sign for me is Darley will be very careful with ball in hand. Any turnover, Melton is jumping on. They look to be very quick, good on turnover and making Darley pay.
Yeah, yep, very good taking of their opportunities there. The Bloods, a bit of a mix-up there at half-back. The two Darley players sort of bumped into one another and did not stop that possession chain. It's a good goal to Melton.
Sunbury prevailed in the reserves game. If you've just joined us and had an interest in that, tap one by Archard at the restart. Nearly a hold on Watkins. Umpire said no. Myers was clever. Wheeled around onto the right boot, went forward. Ground ball by Walker, terrific. Went by hand to Cotter. Searching hand pass to half back. Chance here for the Devils to a turnover. How will it sit for Denham? Well, it didn't in the end because Borg just ran away. Kick with the outside of the right boot was okay and found Button. And they can raffle it here by hand. Back to Button. Over the top. Dew just sheltered for us here momentarily. The kick to half forward to a one-on-one. Payne strong. Outmarked Duncan Cadman on that occasion. So Payne, for his first game against the Devils this year, went long to an open forward line. Matthew Brett strong in the contest. Read it well off the boot. And his performance today is going to be crucial for the Devils, you'd think. He found Bewley on the defensive 50. There was no handball there. There would have been one at the higher level, but he managed to compose himself. Then execute that left foot and found Cadman, who had Brett along the line, but went in the Spiteri direction.
Good kick.
Full of confidence. Bishop presented with the short, so he'll ignore that and go the long option. Joel Cabot, that for a kick.
50-metre kick. 50-metre kick to position.
So Joel Cabot with ball in hand, 55 metres out, dribbles the kick towards the forward line. That's some good pressure from the Bloods defence. Umpire called play on. Chancellor Walker to negotiate by hand. High up and under kick. Bewley with a one-on-one here. Joel Cadman from the side. Had enough of it. Bewley at ground level. Fired the hand pass out to Joel Cadman. His kick let him down. Cotter was tackled, taken to the ground. There'll be a ball up 50 metres away from the Darley goal.
So it's an interesting contest with Darley trying to control the corridor and Melton beating Darley on the outside at this point.
No, definitely are.
Tap one by Archard. Button, Page. Bit of a obligatory Hagen forced a restart on half forward. We'll give that tap to Myers. Page gathered. Didn't get ball to boot. Lucky to get away with it. Button will gather. Find the hand pass out to Borg, who's been good. Right foot kick beyond centre wing. Good use of the body from Young. Terrific.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, that's why you don't umpire at VFL level. That was a terrific grab there from Young. But Russell was the beneficiary, and the right foot kick went inside 50. Waiting under it there for a while there was Lahure, couldn't gather. Chance here for Davis when he balled to Borg on the left boot. How's the finish? He's got it, and he's put it through for the Bloods third. And some all-important separation on the scoreboard. Near 21 minutes gone opening term.
As Borg's second goal, just opportunistic. It was pretty clean, wasn't it, on the left? Beautiful.
It was, and I think both teams have, as they go forward today, it's a finish that's going to make the difference. Half-backs, if you look at Melton, or the two Lachlan's, Lachlan Phillips and Lachlan Walker had plenty of footy off half-back, and well, of course, Bailey Young and Matty Brett doing the same job for Darley, so teams going forward, cleaner, getting the job done.
Young probably a bit stiff. He worked his player under the ball and was adjudicated in the back, but that's the way it goes.
Ball up, tap one by Archard. Bewley, the pursuit, held without it. Right decision by the umpire. Yeah, Young very stiff on half-back for the Devils a moment ago. So he went short into the middle and found Adam Azzopardi. So needs to be good by foot and was okay, and found Inglis, who played on and gave it back to Young, who went with a tumbling kick inside 50. Ground level ball now. Darley normally good here. Bishop could have been held without it. Umpire let it go. Ground ball. And there'll be a ball up. A stoppage 25 metres out from the Darley goal. 21 and a half minutes gone opening term. Melton 19, Darley 7. Restart. Ball up. Tap one by Archard, who's been covering the ground. He's won near every tap out. Adam Azzopardi was tackled, taken to the ground. No prize, said the umpire.
Important stoppage here in Darley's forward 50.
Near 22 minutes gone. Ball up. Give that tap to Myers. Excellent use of the body from Denham. Kick out of nowhere. Shot on goal.
It's
got it. All class from Denham. And some inside mid-craft there from the former Blood. Has managed to get something out of nothing. 2-1-13, Darley trail Melton 3-1-19.
Classic stoppage play from a really quality on-baller. Inside mid, he just pushed off hard on his opponent and left himself enough time to get a good purchase on the ball from 35.
He did. It was one of those kicks, I reckon, you know, when you just hit it with sweet, you hit it sweet from 45 and you knew it was going through about 2 minutes off the boot.
An important goal for Darley as well, just to stay in touch, because Melton are holding sway here.
Back in the middle of the ground here. It'll be Myers again against Archard. Call it even. Myers tackled from behind, ridden into the ground. Umpire agreed, push. And so being tackled by Rambo when O'Brien gets it from behind, just letting Denham nearly threw him to half forward there. Did the military rep there in O'Brien. He went short to the previous goal kicker there in Denham. He'll have the last say here. He goes forward to the left kick. Johnson, the target, couldn't find him. Bishop tackled, slung to the ground, and pinged by the umpire. With a great deal of prior.
Wasn't a great entry though from Darley. It was shallow. It was to a contest. It wasn't a percentage play.
Red hot there on holding the ball, but they even out over the course of the day.
So it'll be Suda with ball in hand to get the Bloods out of trouble. He'll come broadcast side and go short and found Minito, who's normally good by foot, inside the defensive 50 for the Bloods.
You can see Darley covering the outside this time.
So he'll go along the line and cut off by Myers, who did well. He got boundary side and took an uncontested mark at the end and sent the ball back into attack. Players set themselves.
Well, I can tell you one thing, boys. The players have looked after us.
Went off hands over the line from Perugia.
We've been looked after commentary-wise. The ball has been on this side of the ground for the whole first quarter. It has not crossed centre line.
Members side.
Don't tempt fate, Leroy. We've got a long afternoon ahead of us. Darley into attack here, right in front of the swarm of people that have come here to check out 1v2 today. The rivals. Boundary throw in, shallow one, gathered by Myers. Kick across the body, smothered cleverly by Minito. Spiteri through traffic, threw it to Riley Matricardi, pinged by the umpire.
Yeah, definite throw there by Spiteri.
And the Bloods will get out of trouble. So, tick over 24 and a half minutes gone. Melton 3-1-19, Darley 2-1-13. We've got a game on here, and the short kick found Minito, uncontested, normally good by foot. So he'll go along the line towards Archer and Payne, and Archer took an uncontested mark in the end. No body or ball from the Devils. That'll disappoint the coaching crew as he plays on and went by hand and found Button, who went to half forward. Brett did well to get front position to deny Ryan Carter and found the safety of the boundary line adjacent to the Darley coach's box. And there'll be a throw in 65 metres around from the Melton goal.
Yeah, Melton are definitely playing an outside brand of footy. Happy to go wide, chip the ball around, find their distance. This is the next kick they've got to look after.
Boundary throw in. It'll be Archard versus Myers. So a lot to be asked of Myers today. Archard with front tap won it, but Myers' follow-up work was good. Got it to Page. Left foot kick. Minito with the sit here. Strong. Took a nice mark. Outpointed Spiteri. Just did enough to push him under the ball here. Umpire just confusing all and sundry as Minito went forward. There's a push. Umpire no, didn't see it. And it'll be Payne with an uncontested mark. He'll go back and have a shot on goal 40 metres out.
Not sure uncontested's the word, but bit of a push there, I would think.
Well, in the end, it was uncontested.
Oh, very uncontested.
So it'll be Payne. Normally a good kick of the football. Kick 1-4 for the Bloods here against the Cobras. Earlier in the year, and he's kicking, let him down on that occasion. Off to the right, through for a minor score.
Melton 3-2-20, Darley 2-1-13 late in the first quarter here at Mattingley Park.
And a big welcome to one and all tuning in right around Australia and the globe. We've been to Italy, the USA, Mexico. We've been around, I tell you. But it's all happening here as Bewley plays on. Leonard the target, had plenty of it, just hustled the ball forward to Baker, got it to Page, and he'll get a free kick, Baker, and or Page. And he's got Collie wide, and it'll be okay.
Been good, Collie.
So he'll want to go on and go backwards to Page, just went the required distance. Nothing presented down the line. As Duncan Cadman's actually on the bench, and he went back to Collie, so needs to go. Laconically with the left boot to Joel Cadman. Got plenty of it. Ground ball comes back. That's going to be out of bounds on the full.
That was really good play by Collie linking up there at halfback.
Kick comes back into play from Bewley. Really makes it error and found Adamazapati, who went to Denham. Hand pass over the top towards Bewley. Put him under the pump. Chance here for Geordie Kite now. Turnover opportunity. That was good pressure there on Davis. Good tackling pressure from both sides. Denham was terrific. He got it to Young, to Baker, back to Adamazapati, who just had a blind shot forward. Off hands, Spiteri presents, gathered, caught one high. And went to ground, denied the free kick. And that is quarter time here. In a quarter that went the best part of a tick over 28 minutes in the end. It's Melton 3-2-20. The minor premiers, they lead Darley 2-1-13. Guys, we'll get the goal scorers before a break.
Yes, for the leaders, Melton, Kyle Borg has 2 and Jordan Kite 1. And for Darley, Joel Cadman 1 and Matt Denham 1.
So Darley with the first and the last goals of the term. Split by Melton's 3 goals in the middle. So we've got a game on, Lee, and there's been plenty of ball sharing going on.
Yeah, there has. The game's been prominently played between the 2 half back lines. Plenty of ball movement, both teams. Probably the big difference in the game is Melton have made most of their opportunities. Had a couple more scoring shots, but Darley are right in it still, no doubt.
So in the BFNL Carlton Draft McDonald's qualifying final here at Mattingley Park, it's Melton 3-2-20 who lead the Devils 2-1-13. A break and back with a second quarter action and an update from Eastern Oval in the elimination final between Sebastopol and East Point in about 5 minutes' time. Welcome back to Mattingly Park ahead of the second quarter action here. I can tell you that East Point 4-6-30 leads Sebastopol 1-5-11. So a 19-point lead to the Kangas, minus arguably their best player, Geordie Johnson. So we'll keep an eye on that right throughout the afternoon. But the game unfolding in front of us, the Carlton Draft McDonald's qualifying final in the BFNL series. And a big welcome to all tuning in right around the region via Apple 98.5 FM and Melton 979 FM as the whistle sounds to get played away for the second term. Darley kick to the railway end. Tap one by Archard. Chance here for Denham. Hurried kick. Shallow entry inside 50. Oh, that bounced off Joel Cadman's head. Was as good as a kick in the end and well read in the end there by Borg, who was instrumental in that opening quarter. Kick to an open forward line. Matthew Brick got a terrible bounce. Duncan Cadman read it well. Got quick hands to Brett. As a party through traffic was good in the end. Spiteri. Right foot kick along the line. Blended at it, knocked away from him by Phillips. Adam Azzopardi's gather was good towards Spiteri. Tackled by Phillips. Got away with it. Adam Azzopardi bailed up by Archard. And the umpire said, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up. Broadcast side half forward for the Devils.
Archard was going to bench press Azzopardi there.
So the two number 10s going at it. Myers and Azzopardi. Archard. Chance here for a loose ball get. Baker went the soccer. Reading it well there was Cotter. Tackle, that's holding the ball. Oh, paid a trip, said the umpire.
He's hurt his ankle here, Cotter, too.
So the ball will come back.
It's one of
It'll
those,
be Geordie Cotter.
one of those high ankle sprains when you get tackled going forward, Todd.
So the
Hopefully he's okay.
highest possession winner for the Bloods, albeit off half back. Right foot kick towards centre wing. Ryan Carter, the target, couldn't take the mark. That was good work off the ball by Duncan Cadman. Baker's gather was terrific. Swooped onto it, onto the left boot, to a 2-on-1. Leonard will infringe here. Umpire let it go. Lucky to get away with it. Heaney tackled by Bishop. Throw to the ground. As a party, Speaker Mandy was good at shoelace levels for Terry. Air pass found Bishop. Went inboard. How's the finish from Adam as a party? Snuck it through.
Hit the post, I think.
Hit the post.
I think it may have just scraped the post, inside of the post on the way through.
Wow,
No reviews required. It's a good decision by the umpire. I think it just clipped the back of the post there. It was a good handball chain to create the opportunity.
So Darley 14, trailed Melton 20. Tick over 2 minutes gone in this second term as Cotter will waltz away, run his measure, tumbling kick, awkward one at that, cut off on Truce and half forward for the Devils to Denham, gave it to Bewley from 55, Gallopie does not move, and the Devils, they square the ledger here at Mattingly Park.
Not sure about you guys, but Bewley took one step then from about 52 metres and cleared the fence, and if there was a post between the other two posts, it would have hit it.
As a left footer for all my days, that was 3 of mine.
Perfect segue as scores level here. Melton 20, Darley 20. Taking the best part of 3 minutes to square the ledger here at Mattingly Park. What a game on we've got here. By Apple 98.5 FM, 979 Melton FM, and Red Onion Vision by the BFNL Match Centre. Ball up at the restart. Ground ball. Ferocious was O'Brien with his pressure. But the umpire said, I'll have it, there'll be a ball up.
It's a great battle with O'Brien, Archard and Myers. It seems to be a 2-on-1 on the bench press in the middle.
Just two bodies versus another big body. The restart. Tap one by Archard. Clever little tap there from Page to deny the Bloods an extra cape, and Bewley was up to the task with strength and got it to Myers, searching hand pass, sat okay for Spiteri, gave it to Bewley on his left boot inside 50. Leonard couldn't gather. Ferrugia was terrific, just missed the target by hand. Bees to a honeypot, ball up, 25 metres out from the Darley goal.
I know the quarter's only been going 4 minutes, but if you look at Bewley's influence early in this quarter, it's been massive already, and that's something Melton can't afford.
Hurried kick out of the congestion from Heaney, got beyond the defensive 50 towards half-back. Chance here for the Devils. They combine by hand to see Stratton high up and under. Umpire will pay the mark. Azzopardi did all the good work and then dropped it. Menino's kick was smothered. Azzopardi's hand pass meant for Baker was smothered. Good defensive pressure. Leonard Got it to Baker on his left and then tumbled a high up and under kick forward to a 2-on-1. Numbers prevail. Heaney at the back over Johnson. And took a nice saving mark for the Bloods near on the last line, and will play on and go by hand over towards Riley Walker with a right foot kick. Spoil on from Page, went Melton's way. Sullivan wanted a high, denied by the umpire. And there'll be a ball up, attacking side of centre wing out of sight of the ground for the Devils.
Important defensive effort there by Z Stratton. He went hard and low and locked that ball in. Melton were out.
5 minutes gone, second term. Stick with us. Tap one by Archard. Baker again. Umpires picked out a free kick here. It's going to go the Devils' way. Myers wastes no time sending the ball into attack to Cadman. Joel Cadman had plenty of it. Just had it knocked away from him by Farrugia. Denied the mark. Just an almost opportunity there for Joel Cadman. There'll be a ball up 50 metres out from the Darley goal.
He's been good in the air, Joel Cadman, so far today. I think he's given a real focus point. He's pushed up the ground really well. He's pushed back forward. He's definitely contested really well up high.
Yeah, but he's certainly got his hands on quite a few. He's clunked 3 and got a goal to his name, so he's a focal point for Darley at this stage across half forward.
So Farrugia coming off with the blood rule. I'm surprised that Spiteri didn't hang around for the +1, but he'll come off for a spell as well. Darley 3-2-20. That goal from Bewley. Scores level. Melton 3-2-20.
I think that point you touched on before, the 2-on-1 in the ruck with Billy Myers, that'll be interesting to see what kind of toll that takes on Darley's ruck ability during the day with Impey not playing.
Yeah, well, O'Brien's taken it on himself to make sure the second possession is hard.
At the restart, Archard won that tap. Ground ball, Chancellor Walker. Pressure good there from Bewley. There'll be a restart, 50 metres out from the Darley goal.
My second effort's really good, but you see O'Brien's on him the whole time.
Ball up, Archard tap. Got it to Walker, could have been pushed in the back. Umpire said no. Stacks on the mill, ball up, Page one of those. So to Baker, ball up, 65 metres out from the Darley goal.
I like the way Melton locked the game down when they're under a bit of pressure.
Ball up. Ground ball, sharked by O'Brien. He got it to Archard, who went along the line to outer centre wing. Brett with the set. Took a nice mark, outpointed Payne on that occasion. Obviously got the job on the important Bloods forward, and the kick was okay.
Space.
And found Riley Batricati. Went with the right foot kick, and it knocked away. Umpires picked out a free kick over the shoulder. It wasn't actually the adjudicating umpire, mind you.
No, just someone hanging around.
And the resultant free kick will go to Cotter, who can go wide. And the kick's okay to Archard, who's been important. It was a nervous kick from a big man who found Heaney 25 metres out from the Darley goal. Scores level here, 7.5 minutes gone, and they're forced to go lateral to Riley Walker. Lee touched on his influence in the opening term. He was good. Button presents short, ignores that with a longer option to Ryan Carter.
Great grab.
Yeah, too good for Duncan Cadman on that occasion. So Carter too far out, lowered the eyes. Spearing kick was okay. Found Geordie Kite. So Geordie Kite, true centre wing, broadcast side. That's a good kick to Payne. Oh, dropped what he should have taken in the in-out pointed Brett, but the ball bounced favourably for him. Hurried kick out of the congestion from Walker. Ground ball, chance here for Davis. Devils wanting one high. Umpire called play on. Stacks on the mill, there'll be a ball up. So from end to end, there'll be a ball up this time, 25 metres out from the Melton goal.
Yeah, once again, Melton happy to run the ball wide, around the wing, chip the ball around the ground. You wonder if that's something that was planned or Darley forced him into that play today.
Ball up. Grabbed out of the ruck there by Myers. Did well. Hand pass to a vacant, boundary side really. Walker over the footy. Z Stratton with the pressure to deny. There'll be a ball up just inside the boundary line. Some 40 metres around from the Melton goal. Scores level here. Melton 3-2-20, Darley 3-2-20. Ball in Melton's front half. Myers terrific, won the tap, went boundary side. Found the safety of the boundary line. There'll be a reset and a throw in 40 metres away from the Melton goal.
And looks like Melton, Cotter's choking off that ankle pretty well. He's moving pretty freely at the moment.
Good news for Bloods fans. Boundary throw in. High throw in. It'll be a shallow one at that. Favoured O'Brien. And the umpire said, take two, umpire. And hurl it in again. So just the one goal in the opening 9.5 minutes. An arm wrestle of sorts prevailing. Very similar to the round 17 clash we saw between these two sides. Just 4 goals apiece at the half on that occasion. Boundary throw in, tap one by Payne. Geez, a risky ball to grab on, given the defensive pressure. You want to be clean. And there'll be another ball up, this time 50 metres out from the Melton goal. So Payne in the ruck. Tap one by Myers. Ground ball. Fell into the hands of Walker, who got it off Lockie Walker. High up and under kick. Page was courageous. The spoil was good from Geordie Kite. Through traffic went Young, who got it to Page. Chipped the kick out to the advantage. Meant for Lahura. Got a terrible bounce. Ball got a kind one. Took on Lahura. The tackle was terrific. Young went along the line. Did he get too much of it? He did. And then went over the line out of bounds on the full. So rebound opportunity here for Geordie Cotter. Leading possession winner for the Bloods this year on average per game. Goes into the pocket. Players set themselves. The mark's been taken in by Carter, but the umpire's called play on. There'll be a ball up.
There's going to be a lot of hands on that contested ball.
20 apiece here. Near 11 minutes gone. Ball up. Tap one by, well, no one really. Ground ball. Payne over the ball. Dispossessed, hot footy, Page, terrific, courage, ball up. 10 minutes out, metres away from the Melton goal.
Adjacent to the railway line here.
Oh, the umpire's picked out a free kick for an undisciplined reaction, undisciplined action. I'm not sure who it's gone against, but more importantly, it's gone against Darley.
Davis is it with the ball?
And Davis with ball in hand, the left footer. Doesn't mind a goal. He's inside the top 50 in the BFNL for goals scored this year, and he makes no mistake, and he likes it. And a goal from a free kick from the Bloods. Give them a 6-point lead here at Mattingley Park, and they square away the Bewley goal.
Only Matt Brett and the central umpire know why that free kick was paid. There was a stoppage about 8 metres out from the Melton goal. And obviously a few words being said.
Well, I'm sure tensions are high there. It's a big game. Both teams get a very, well, I wouldn't say easy ride, but a preferable ride through September if they can get over today's game.
Yeah, the winner of today will start favourites, you'd think. But it's Melton on the back of that free kick and goal, who lead Darley 26-20. How will the Devils respond? They kick the opener of the first, and then Melton kick the next 3 of the opening term. So the Devils will look for a response, but it's Watkins out of the middle, tumbling kick forward. Chance here for Cadman. Brett under the pump, dribbling kick towards broadcast centre wing. Suter was terrific, gathered cleanly and went with the right boot, find the ball back inside 50. Duncan Cadman did well to deny Payne. Quality player, ground ball. Umpire called play on, ball spills out, need to be clean here. Mitch Ward went by hand. Cut off there by Sullivan. Kick across the body from Russell was a high up and under. Page had a bit of it, couldn't hang on to it. Opened the door here for the Bloods, but taken to the ground there was Lahura. And the umpire will come in and effect the ball up, some 15 metres away from the Melton goal.
Page probably should have hung on to that mark. There was plenty of body work just to allow him to have free passage to the ball.
Plenty of numbers around the ball. Danger zone for the Devils. Melton into attack. Dribbling it off the boot there was Mitch Ward over the line for a boundary throw in. 25 metres around from the Melton goal.
There's no easy possessions here. It's a really good even contest.
It's the minor premiers who've gone back-to-back 14-2, who lead the Devils by 6 points. Throw in, tap one by Johnson, and he has a party, went to Ward, who took on Sullivan, carried over the line. There'll be a boundary throw in.
And whether it's the quality opposition or the heat today, which is quite warm, you see Billy Myers ruck some last week, and then he spent his time forward resting. Today he's rucking off the ground the rest for rest. So big switch in Darley's game plan.
Yeah, they want to get a few more quality minutes out of him this week, obviously.
Ball in Melton's half. Tap one there by Payne. Who's at the back? Bewley. Went by hand to Baker. Kick smothered. Need to be clean here. Russell gathered. Taken to the ground. The umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up.
Oh, that's a great stoppage creation by Baker because Melton had 3 around that contest. He locked it in.
Suter was looming. He was ready with that handball receive there.
Right in front of the Melton coach's box. Ball up, tap one by Arshad. 50-50 ball. Umpires picked out a free kick here. It's going to go Darley's way.
Johnson.
Oh, we'll get it in a minute, Clark. It's all good. And it'll be Johnson along the line. Led at the target, 2 to beat. Just waiting at the back there was Heaney. So just some frustrating kicks meant for Leonard. He's been found out with a 2-on-1 in more ways than one. And the kick goes to the attacking 50. Watkins clean bowl, so too Davis. They've got numbers around the ball here somehow. Umpires picked out a free kick for a throw. It's going to go against the Bloods. And a chance here for the Devils to rebound. And a short kick from Johnson. Didn't go the required distance, said the umpire. Found Brett, standing start. Myers, the target, got it.
Strong mark.
Quality player. And just when they needed him to stand up, he took an ice mark. Suter doing the dismount. Well, roll and dismount. Given a 1 by the umpire. As Myers went to the attacking 50, Cotter and Minito's ball one another. Braden Kite with a hand pass. Got it over towards Suter. Got it to Cotter. Under pressure and with no space. Presenting there was Lahoure. Payne's pressure was good. Brett drew the man. Got it back to Lahoure. Found Adam as a party. Needs to be quick here, Myers. Ran out of space over the line. Boundary throw in. So it was well done there by Davis not to sling Myers into the fence. That wouldn't have won any friends at all. True centre wing position broadcast side. Melton 26, lead Darley 20. Boundary throw in. O'Brien, good use of the body on Johnson. Had to go by boot. Found Davis. Excellent pressure there from Baker on Watkins. Ball's filled free over the line for a boundary throw in.
Great work right there by Baker. 3 tackles.
So pound for pound, they got advantage of the ruck, the Bloods.
Yeah, Johnson's got a massive job just relieving Myers there as second ruck.
And O'Brien does rely on the body work. Tap one by Johnson on that occasion. Adam has the party somehow through traffic. Tumbling ball forward. Excellent ball there from Heaney. Ground ball opportunity here. Cotter, the gather was terrific, but he was bailed up by 2 Devils. Brett Bewley, one of those. And Harley Inglis, the other. There'll be a ball up 50 metres out from the Darley goal.
Yeah, you can see the intensity of the contest when it's this close to us here. Both teams working really hard underneath the footy. When they get the first contest out, they get a bit of spread, but at the coalface, very tough to get an easy kick, that's for sure.
Ball up. Favoured Johnson. Went to Riley Matricardi. Kick cut off, hand pass cut off there by Davis. Leg break all and sundry. Said okay for pace. Needed to be quick and he was. And he got it to Z Stratton. And Adam Mazzapati, arguably Darley's best, went short and found Riley Matricardi. So for metres gained, Adam Mazzapati been very good. Matricardi along the line to Inglis, who's into the side today for his first game this year, but he's not short on experience. Kick forward. Myers has got it on the lead.
Lovely kick from Inglis.
And Billy Myers will go back and have a shot on goal. 45-degree angle. 35 to 40 metres out from goal. And a chance to square the ledger here. Tough kick any day of the week, but conditions good for footy, Lee.
Yeah, well, if you're going to back someone, he actually kicked really well in the first half last week. Kicked really well. Second half, he missed a couple of easy shots, but I wouldn't put this one past him.
Well, he kicked 5 straight against the Bloods, and Aaron Timms was very happy the way the Bloods defended against Billy Myers. Kicks on its way. Won't score. Now across the face, and it was actually marked adjacent to the behind post there by Minito. So Myers has been known to shank a few, and that was one of those.
He has worked pretty hard in the ruck all day, though.
So Minito went to half-back. Bewley was strong and took a mark 65 metres out from goal.
Great work, Lahoure off the ball there to make way for Bewley.
So Bewley will send it to the hot spot. Myers again, the target. He's got it! Take 2, copy, paste. Myers, shot on goal, 25 metres out, directly in front.
Now, you look at the last 2 Darley entries, Myers, mark, shot for goal miss, another shot for goal here. You wonder if they bite the bullet and push him forward a bit more and just try and kick a winning score.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of... Darley's really got to try and get Johnson into the game because he's a dynamic player when he gets it. And Myers, O'Brien, Archer, the 4 strong bodies on the field are really playing well.
You got Leonard who can pitch into the ruck as well at times.
Myers kicks right through the ball, gives it the old bow and arrow. Haven't seen that this year. Scores level here. Darley 4-2-26. Melton 4-2-26. Entertaining game of football, sunny skies. Carlton Draft McDonald's BFNL qualifying final series brought to you by Red Onion Media and going via the audio sounds of 979 Melton FM and Apple 98.5 FM. Leroy.
Goal kickers Leroy for Melton, Borg 2, Ryan Davis 1, Jordan Kite 1, and for the Devils, Bewley, Denham, Myers, and Joel Cadman 1 each.
Back at the restart, grabbed out of the ruck by Archer. Somehow he got boot to ball, tumbling kick, got it towards half forward. Carter presented, gathered cleanly. It's a high tackle. It'll go the Bloods' way. It'll go to Watkins. So he asked the forwards to come and just do that. So the kick goes in towards the Carter direction. Brett did enough. The hand pass was terrific to Ward. Right foot kick goes in the Myers direction. Presents at a 2-on-1. Couple of Bloods went to ground. Fawcett tried hard. Lucky to get away with it. Couple of the new ins here trying to combine. Inglis was terrific. Ball's filled free over the line for a boundary throw in. 21 minutes gone, second term. Melton 4-2-26. Darley 4-2-26.
Probably a win to Melton there as a 2-on-1. Darley couldn't work out a way to free up the spare.
Boundary throw in. Leonard into the ruck. Good call there, Leroy. Use of the body okay. Archard out of the picture. Grand ball. Adam has a party strong. Conceded by hand to Baker. Left foot kick tumbling one at that forward 50. Johnson, Howland said, gave it to Myers. He can ruffle this, but he'll run into an open goal. And Myers gets back-to-back goals for the Devils, and Darley arrests the lead back. They're 5-2-32. They lead Melton 4-2-26. Cream rising to the top, Clark.
Absolutely, Todd. And, Lee Greening moving the magnets here, got Leonard into the ruck. He was instrumental in that last couple of contests. And wouldn't you know it, Johnson freed up Johnson and Myers in forward 50. It's a dangerous combination.
Call of the day from you so far, Lee.
I was due for one though. I'd been pretty ordinary early, so I'm happy to chime in, Toddy.
22 minutes gone, second term. Melton 4-2-26. Trail Darley 5-2-32. Myers with 10 season goals against Melton in their 2.5 outings to date. Ball up, ground ball, Leonard fighting. But Denham gathered. Bewley got forward to the contest, tipped it over the top. And found Spiteri, can give it back to Bewley. 55, kick across the body. 1-on-1 in the square. Heaney was terrific. Took a last mark on the last line and went short on that left foot and found Farrugia, who went along the line. That kick was great and found Watkins on half back.
Watkins been very good this quarter.
He has.
Well, he's an endurance beast, as is Jack Walker. He goes along the line. Kicks okay. Geordie Kite went early. At the back there was Ward. Now he's in trouble here. And Pete for holding the ball.
Well, he had a prior opportunity, chose not to give it off.
Just a bit slow to release, wasn't he?
So Ryan Carter with ball in hand. True centre wing broadcast side. Hugs the pocket. Goes looking for his brother. Has a ball knocked away from him. Shark there by Davis. Ball smothered there by Page over the line. Boundary throw in right in front of the Melton coach's box here. Time on second term. Carlton Draft McDonald's final series. Qualifying final action at Mattingley Park. Darley lead by 6 points. 23.5 minutes gone.
So Leonard and Archard now rucking.
So Leonard to be thinking, oh my God, here we go again. How about that for a boundary throw in?
It's
It's like one of our chips on a Sunday afternoon, Leroy.
Actually, may have been worse.
He snap hooked that.
So a boundary throw in. Well, it might have actually been thrown back in from someone over the fence. But no. Boundary throw in at the restart. 24 minutes gone. In front was Archard. Follow-up work was terrific. Somehow got it to Davis. But the pressure from Darley, while Davis was going to execute by foot, was enough to retard the kick. And went off the side of his boot, bounced over the line for a boundary throw in.
Yeah, good pressure from Baker and Bewley on that occasion.
Right in front of the Melton coaches box. Darley lead by 6 points here. Boundary throw in. Tap one by Archard.
Wow.
Got it to Jack Walker. Terrific kick went forward. Who's at the back? Colliers took on the would-be tackler and ran away. Somehow got ball to boot. Archard just out of his stretched hands. Leonard tried to gather. Ball fell into the hands of O'Brien. He ran out of space. Then went over the line for a boundary throw in on half forward. Broadcast side for the Bloods.
Bit of a watch on this boundary for him, boys. The young bloke's doing a fantastic job, but he doesn't get a lot of perch on the ball in the ruck. I'd want to be getting in front of my man if I was Leonard or the big guys.
So
Another
there's
one.
the throw in. Good call, Lee. And there's going to be a reset and a boundary throw in. Take two. 25 minutes gone, second term. Darley lead by 6 points.
They're both experienced ruckmen. You'd expect they'd adjust.
Yeah, but it's just how it is. Just play to the game.
Well, Archard's an Essendon VFL listed ruckman. Darren Leonard's predominantly been back all forward, been a pinch hitter over the journey and hasn't really enjoyed any of his time in the ruck, but he's been asked to do so this afternoon.
That combination with Jack Walker there at 2 throw-ins ago was probably the best stoppage play of the day.
An arm wrestle of sorts prevailing. Stoppages creeping in. Darley lead by 6 points. Goals at a premium. Tap one by Archer. Knocked it back forward of the contest. Bewley presented on his non-preferred. Went forward. Joel Cadman strong. Took a nice mark in front of Russell. Bewley kept running. He needs to ignore that option. Kick went towards Bishop. Strong had it knocked away from him. Hand pass from Cotter. Meant for Minito. Couldn't gather. Pressure around the party was good. To square away a stoppage, it'll be a ball up 30 metres away from the Darley goal.
Good second effort there from Azzopardi.
Strong overhead, Joel Cadman. Ball up, tap one by Johnson, went up the side of his fist. Favoured Sudo, was tackled, taken to the ground by Spiteri. And there'll be a ball up 40 metres out from the Darley goal.
Can only be 2 or 3 minutes left in the second quarter, and as close as the game is, Darley got a little bit of run here. Melton wouldn't want to concede one.
Tap one by Archer, knocked further afield by O'Brien. Page gathered, quick hands to Leonard. Tumbling kick, dumped as he kicked. Was fair. Went forward as the party got plenty of it. Ground ball. Umpire will come in and effect a ball up 20 metres out from the Darley goal.
Nearly stuck. Just fell out as he hit the ground there from Andrew Azzopardi.
Ball up. Johnson nearly in Archard's back, despite Archard's superior height. There'll be a reset of sorts, a stoppage, 30 metres out from the Darley goal. Yeah, Andy Azzopardi been very good after his response dropped to the reserves, and he's come back. So O'Brien has been pinged.
Oh, my God.
Red hot.
So he went to go by hand to Borg, took on the would-be tackler there in Bishop, and he's been pinged for holding the ball. And Bishop will go back and have a shot on goal.
That is no prior opportunity and
If
not often a free kick.
That's probably the best call, Blue, because there was some prior, but not a great deal. You don't see it paid too often.
No. That's probably the second one for the day. So they do square them. They do square them away.
So both sides with 8 players inside the competition's leading 50 goal scorers for the year. But Bishop is one of those for the Devils. He's the 8th. Let's see how he goes. That's why he's the 8th.
Good kick.
Much needed goal for the Devils and some timely separation ahead of the half-time siren. Darley 6-2-38. They lead Melton 4-2-26. Just a bit of feeling creeping into the game.
Central umpire blowing his whistle there.
Now, it looks like the way that the Melton defender there, Riley Walker, is running back towards half-back. And has anybody infringed? We'll hope that the umpires are enough to consider letting that go. Just a couple of boys in blue there just getting it away. Anyone want a drink? No, thanks. How about a punch in the head? So Johnson will come off. Darley lead by 12 points, near 29 minutes gone, second term. So I was right, Clark. The restart, a free kick to Melton, and Archard got around it, got around Leonard, and went with a short kick to Walker, who marked on broadcast centre wing. Sent the Bloods back into attack with a tumbling kick, ground ball. Players in from everywhere. Neither side can negotiate their way out of trouble. And there'll be a ball up.
So Johnson's been sent from the ground, hasn't been replaced. Melton free kick in the centre.
Ball up, tap one by Archard. The response, how will it be? Shark there by Russell. Hand pass only went as far as Page. Dribbling kick, running onto it there was Andy as a party. Took on the tackler, it was pinged and lucky to get away with it. In came the reinforcements, bees to Honeypot. There'll be a ball up. Attacking side of centre wing, out of sight of the ground for the Bloods.
So, is it one player off for Darley? Is that
Yeah,
what we're
29 minute mark. I believe Johnson's been sent off. We'll just need to work through that one, Lee.
Tap one by Archer, knocked further afield by O'Brien. We've said that a few times today. Payne tried to knock it back, but only as far as Bewley. Rare fumble there from Andy Azzopardi. Well, today at least. Ground ball, umpires picked out a free kick. And it'll go the Bloods' way. And they're off on their bike here. Right foot kick. Pressure was good from the Devils. Payne couldn't gather. Jack Walker could. Got it to O'Brien. Skewed the kick out wide into the pocket. 2-on-1 here. Devils have got numbers. Somehow it fell into the hands of Liam Carter. Smother was terrific there from the Devils' defence there in Lahore.
Yeah, great effort, that one.
Who's been terrific in the, well, for the most part of the season, really. Still 20 years old. Boundary throw in. Payne can grab this out of the ruck and kick across the body.
My goodness.
And a goal.
That's a goal assist.
Well, something out of nothing there from the Bloods. And Payne gets a goal. The Devils will be disappointed with that throw in. And we're back to a one-goal ball game.
So the throw-in has gone on a 45 degree from the boundary to
Payne.
Melton's goal, straight to Payne.
Plays on.
Anyway,
Goal.
good effort by Payne. It's not his fault. All he had to do was bang it through the middle.
Well, at least if Payne was favoured by the throw-in, there should have at least been a Darley person there to apply the pressure to deny the uncontested shot on goal. So we're back to a one-goal ball game. Tap one by Archard. Walker wanted the hold. Didn't get it. Oh, tackle from Leonard was terrific. Should have been pinged. Umpire let it go. Ball at half forward. 50-50 ball. Baker's hand pass missed the target. Ran into the hands of Borg. Drew the man in Payne. 2 goals in a minute. Got it. Scores level here at Manningley Park. Tick under 32 minutes gone, second term. What a game we got on here, Clark.
Absolutely. Well, Darley had several possessions there across half-back. It just couldn't stick the handball to release off half-back. So 17-man Darley conceded 2 goals in 30 seconds.
Yes, they've conceded 2 with a man shortly. I'm not sure whether that's had an immediate impact, but hindsight, you can make up as many variables as you need to validate it.
Well, it's still had a scoreboard impact, and it will in the first few minutes of this third quarter coming up shortly.
32 and a half minutes gone. Scores level. Ball up. Chap one by, well, no one really. Ball cut one high, but it was from O'Brien who did the sharking and got it to Heaney. Here go the Bloods again. Forward! Mark taken, well dropped there by Geordie Kai. Pressure was good from Ward. Threw it away, ground ball. Zeestrand powered up, somehow got boot to ball. Baker needs to be courageous, and he was, and he got the free kick, and they're away through Andy Azzopardi. Suda with courage went back, couldn't take the mark. Oh, the pressure's terrific. Ground ball, umpire says I'll have it, and there'll be a ball up. Wow-wee. How about some moments there, Clark? Baker, Suda, take your pick, and the tackling pressure.
Yeah, Bishop 2-on-1 did well to force a stoppage in Darley's 50.
Scores level, 33 minutes gone. Tap one by Archard. Riley Matricati, shot on goal. Dribbling on at that at the end. Off to the right through for a minor score. Bit early calling a handy point, Leroy, but it's enough to give the Devils the advantage.
Definitely breaks the deadlock, and I'd rather be in front of the behind.
Great row.
6-3-39, Darley lead Melton 6-2-38, couldn't be long left. 33 and a half minutes gone, if you don't mind, as Benito ran to the defensive 50. Penetrating kick to outer centre wing. Watkins presents, couldn't gather on the bounce. Ricocheted off the thigh over the line, boundary throw in.
It's been a great last 5 minutes of footy.
Darley 39, Melton 38. Stick with us on Apple 98.5 FM, Melton 979 FM. And Red Onion Vision by the BFNL Match Centre. What a game. Boundary throwing, tap one by Archer to O'Brien. We've said that a bit today. To Benito through traffic. Was a A little bit too hot there for Walker. He's forced to apply the tackle now. But can only square away the stoppage on centre wing out of side of the ground.
2 goals apiece in time on of the second quarter.
Been going nearly 34.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's been going longer than an episode of Neighbours this second quarter. Can you believe it? Whistle imminent, siren imminent, you'd think. It's Darley with a 1-point lead. Ball up, tap one by Archard. Ball was a bit stiffy, just took one step further past the ball. Darley wanting a free kick here. They'll get one. It'll go to arguably the best
Bewley
player in the competition, Bewley.
Influential quarter too, I'd say. Been a big quarter by Bewley.
Oh, just telling a Darley player to move away. I'm not sure whether that's relevant. He can go where he likes. As Bewley loped onto that left boot, went out in the Myers direction, sets himself. Small was good from Phillips. Minito conceded ground by hand to Suter. Minito unlucky not to get a free there. Tumbling kick, clearing one of that was good for the Bloods. Page gathered, tackled, taken to the ground, no Pryor. And there'll be a ball up out of side, centre wing.
No Pryor and no free kick.
And finally a siren. The 35.5 minutes it took to complete that second term here in Carlton Draft McDonald's BFNL Final Series, quarter number 2. In the qualifying final, it's Darley 6-3-39, who lead Melton 6-2-38. Just 2 points separated the two teams in round 17, and it's 1 point this afternoon. Clark, you've got the goal scorers.
Yes, for Darley, leading goal scorer Billy Myers with 2, and 1 each to Bewley, Denham, Bishop and Joel Cadman. And for Melton, 2 each to Borg and Payne, and 1 to Ryan Davis and Jordan Kite.
We've got a game on, Leroy.
Yeah, well, I thought before the game it was a toss of a coin. Two great teams, and if you ask me 2 quarters later, I still can't pick it. Great game of footy.
Yeah, Johnson off the ground. We assume that was a yellow card, and so he'll be able to come back on in about 5 or 6 minutes. But in that time, Melton were able to kick 2 crucial goals.
Yeah, absolutely. 29-minute mark was when Johnson was sent from the ground after Darley had scored a goal. There was a bit of a wrestle in the Darley goal square, and that's what ensued from that. So look, on the whole, Darley's kicked 4 goals 2 in that second quarter to 3 straight, and Melton kicking those 2 goals after the 30-minute mark of that second quarter just steadied them up a bit.
Well, it's 2 very even sides going at it. And we've got a very even contest separated by the solitary point. It's the Devils, 6-3-39, who lead the minor premiers Melton 6-2-38. A break and back with the third quarter action in about 15 minutes' time.
Good morning and welcome to VFL Park, Melbourne for the first day of the opening super test of the series.
The history of Australian cricket is a no ball.
What a sight it is here at the Sydney Cricket Ground. People queuing up outside, trying to get into the ground.
Going to bowl an underarm. That's a disappointing finish.
One of the worst things I have ever seen done on a cricket field. Good night.
To the end.
Welcome back to Mattingly Park ahead of the third quarter action in the Carlton Draft McDonald's BFNL Final Series. It's the qualifying final 1v2 here, and we've got a game on. It's Darley 6-3-39 who lead Melton 6-2-38. Clark, you've got an update on the Will Johnson scenario.
Yes, reports on the Darley rooms are that Will Johnson's been reported for striking. He's got 8 minutes left in the bin.
All right, let's go. Let's get playing away. Tap one by Archard. Ground ball. Chance here for Page. Tackle played up by the strength of O'Brien. Taken to the ground. There'll be a ball up. Attacking side of the middle of the ground for Melton, who kicked to the railway end in this all-important third term. Opening minute. Payne and Borg with 2 each for the Bloods. Myers with 2 for the Devils, albeit time spent forward. Now Baker off half back, tips it over the top, cleverly weighted kick, found Bishop. He's got Andy as a party to the outside, but went to the wide side, looking there towards Leonard. Could have been a hold on Phillips, but Phillips was up to the task and find the hand pass in board. Meant there towards Watkins, who got it to Cotter, who found O'Brien. So some rare space for the Bloods. Tumbling kick to the attacking 50. Ward caught under the ball. Gathered and just ushered over the line by Geordie Kite. There'll be a boundary throw in. 55 metres around for the Melton goal.
So Melton playing Suter as the spare behind the ball. He got involved in that forward thrust from Darley.
So good crowd in attendance. Overwhelming agreements of a quality game of football in front of us. So Myers got front spot. Hand pass over the top to Bewley, who'll leap onto that left boot to a 2-on-1. Cadman had it punched away from him by Heaney to the safety of the boundary line. And there'll be a throw in. True centre wing broadcast side.
Yep, so Heaney and Riley Walker just trying to work with Suter on who plays the spare in the overlap. It'll be Suter this time.
So Darley's 4 guns. Myers, Bewley, Baker, Denham to contest this boundary throw in. Archer was terrific. O'Brien was strong, but he took on Bewley. Umpire let it go. And there'll be a ball up.
O'Brien wanted a bit more. Bewley squared it.
Well, O'Brien thought he'd just go through Bewley, but just picked the wrong guy. There'll be a ball up. Centre wing.
There was a bit of afters there as well, Toddy.
Tap one by Archard. Minetti kept off the ball by Spiteri. Found the safety of the boundary line. True centre wing broadcast side.
Yeah, interesting tactic for me for Melton to play the loose behind the ball. 8 minutes with an extra player. I would have nearly pushed that bloke up around the ball, create an extra number and try and attack.
Especially at a forward half stoppage.
But they've got forward aerial presence, Melton, so they're probably backing themselves in there, you know, with the 2 Carters and Payne. So they've probably got enough forward to centre. Boundary throw in. Ushered under the ball there was Myers by Archard. Ball found Minito. It was bailed up by Baker and Spiteri. There'll be a ball up.
Great tackle, Spiteri. Low and hard. Locked the ball in as well.
Darley lead by a point here. 3 minutes gone, third term. Tap one by Archard. It was done well there by Button to give it back to Archard. It was pinged. Who thought he had the free kick, the big fella. No, against 2, sir.
Myers cracking a joke, which Archard not enjoying.
So Spiteri went to half forward to Cabin at the back. Gave away a free kick. Umpire let it go. Cotter stiff. Hand pass inboard from Bewley. Went to half forward. Adam Azzopardi's going to cop one high. Goodness. So a little bit of a let off there for the Devils. Andy Azzopardi with the outside of the right boot. Goes into attack. Players set themselves. Bishop at ground level. So too Cotter. About 8 metres away from the Melton goal. Is ushered through by Cotter for a rush behind. So the man in red, not only on his back and in front and in his around the waist, on top of his head, got it through for a rush behind.
That was a mad scramble.
Speaking that of a shack, bring the ball back into play, meant for Riley Walker. The smother was terrific.
Cotter needs to replace his divot. He might have hurt himself too. Kicked the ground and the ball's fumbled out 15 metres and resultant throw in Darley's forward pocket. If I was a Darley ruckman, I'd be 3 metres away from the boundary umpire.
So lucky to get away with that, the Bloods in the end. Boundary throw in. Darley into attack here. They kick to the highest school end. Boundary throw in. Archard pushed under the ball there by Myers. Kicking round the body into the goal square. Suter with courage. Couldn't gather.
Umpires paid the mark.
Right.
He had a bit of it.
and Suter. Umpires picked out the blood rule here, so looks like it'll be Darren Leonard who'll leave the field.
Hello.
Oh, someone's been dropped for the Devils.
Yeah.
And it's Andy Azzopardi. Let's hope the umpire's all over that. He's right there.
He's been crashed in the head.
So that's happened off the ball. We'll see how the umpire adjudicates that. He's not in a good way, Andy Azzopardi.
50 metres off the ball too, boys. Not just off play. 50 metres off the ball.
So what's going to happen here? Now, the central umpire is... What's going to happen here? We're not sure.
That's a mark to Melton in the defensive goal square, and that's about it.
Okay, so nothing.
Seemed like Riley Walker was the Melton player Darley seemed to get upset with.
Yeah, and to be fair to Walker, it was a bit of a square up because as a party seemed to have clipped a Melton guy who might have been winded. It might have been Button.
So Suter went to Phillips, who went with a long bomb to out of centre wing. Terrific mark taken there by Ward. Telegraphed the hand pass to Bewley. Enabled the would-be pressure there from Ryan Carter to affect the smother. Fell back into the hands of Mitchell. Chance to a Tony. Went forward. Thumped away from Spiteri by Suter to the safety of the boundary line. Over the line for a throw-in. 40 metres around from the Darley goal.
Cotter's still struggling with that ankle. He's limping around in that back 50 to Melton.
And that can happen sometimes, that you go for half-time break, you cool down, come out, lose a bit of movement.
Boundary throw-in. Darley into attack here. They want to convert for weight of minutes spent forward. Tap one by Archard. Found O'Brien. He was dispossessed. Dropped it. The tackle was okay from Riley Matricardi. Stacks on the mill. There'll be a ball up 40 metres out from the Darley goal.
So there's plenty of feeling in the game.
Archard and O'Brien been important. Archard won that tap. Got it to Suter. High up and under kick. Couldn't get out of trouble. Cut off there by Page, who's an integral part of the Devils core group. Premiership captain goes with the right boot. Joel Cadman the target, and it knocked away from him over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Short to a 3-on-1. I'm not sure about that tactic.
Well, they had plenty behind the ball, so...
Johnson making his way to the interchange area. About to come back on.
Melton 6-2-38, trail Darley 6-4-40.
Every player on the ground, defensive on the Darley half, attacking half of the ground.
Ironically, this was the half-time difference in the two in round 17, just a fortnight ago at Darley Park. Tap one by Archard. Ground ball, Menino. Quick hands. Got it towards Davis with a high kick.
Page.
Been cut off. Mark's been taken there by Lahoure with ball in hand, who's an underrated defender. High up and under kick. Wanting the push there was the Devils, but denied by the umpire. And it'll be Heaney with ball in hand. He does well behind the ball, and he went with the left foot and found Phillips on the last line of defence. Went short, found Cotter. So those three combined have been okay today. And it's Cotter inside the defensive 50. He'll look to go along the line. He might have sprayed that. And
into the Melton coach's box.
Yeah, not privy to the wide expanses of McPherson Park or Darley Park. On the full, Andy Azzopardi. Tumbling kick. Myers presents. Good spoil there from Walker. And expressing his disgust for not hanging on to that there was Myers. So...
important throw in this one, Todd. Darley Ruckman needs to... Archard's onto it. He's got the last four. We're uncontested. So Darley Ruckman's got to wake up to this short throw in.
Clearly a better side with Impey in it, Darley structurally. So they're endeavouring to do it without him today. Boundary throw in.
Johnson back
Tap
on.
one by Archer. Baker to Bewley. Loose ball, hand pass. Dribbling ball. Bishop at his kick. Smothered through traffic. Baker. Something out of nothing. Has he snuck it in? No. Hit the post. So not a noted goal kicker for the Devils, but does enough to increase the margin to 3. 9.5 minutes gone.
He saw Baker after that contest.
So Darley need to get bang for buck for their weight of time spent in their front half, and they're not yet, as Cotter just waltzes away, gets plenty on the kick beyond half back, bouncing ball, Young finally gathered, can send it back into attack to Suter. That was a poor kick. No composure there from the Footscray VFL listed young.
So 18 players aside, back all square now, Todd.
So Suter goes to half-back. Johnson strong. It might have been Lahure. It was. And there'll be a stoppage on half-forward outer side of the ground for the Devils.
Yeah, Johnson back on Darley, so 18 players apiece. Darley, a lot of possession, but they've managed to keep it square with 17 blokes, so you take that as a win, I'd say.
Tap one by Archard into a swarm of people. Neither side can extricate. There'll be a ball up on half-forward outer side of the ground. So we're looking for a cream rise to the top moment here amongst the struggles here as Page gets the handball received from Adam Azapati. The kick's been cut off by Suter, who started well in this second half. So his right foot kick goes towards half-back. Ball gets knocked away. Grand ball opportunity shark by Lachlan Walker. Dribbling kick beyond the centre wing. Players run past the footy. Lahure was strong, so too Carter wanting it free. Umpire let it go, put the whistle in the mouth, not sure what he was going to blow. Now he has an opportunity to come in and effect a reset. Attacking side of centre wing, out of side of the ground for the Bloods.
There's nothing in it. It's a real good game of country footy, Todd.
Ball up. Tap one by Archard. Gained about 8 or 9 metres for his side. Loose ball get here for Page. High up and under kick, won't go the required. Knocked it forward only as far as Davis. Tumbling kick, kept it alive. Liam Carter was spoiled there by Z Stratton. Lahure lowered the eyes and Page was strong overhead.
Lahure and Z Stratton are just doing enough. They're really just keeping Darley steady on the half-back.
Kick from Page, got to Joel Cadman on the bounce and he went with a left foot kick into attack and Myers presented that and knocked away from him by Phillips. Fell back into the defender's hands and he's high up and under clearing kick found Archard, who's been arguably the best player on the ground, not necessarily with kicks and handballs, but he's dominated at stoppage and he's denied the Devils and his kick found Liam Carter, who presented and went towards Ryan Carter. Had it knocked away from him by Brett to Bewley. Chance here for Baker to cut it off on the defensive 50. Lowered the eyes into the middle of the ground and found Inglis.
Had to mark it.
Oh, he played onto a standing start player there in Matricati. Got it to Adam Azapati, who's bailed up. Now he's going to get pinged. No! Handball to a stationary player in the middle of the ground. It's one of the things you learn early. But perceived pressure, a big thing. There's a push every day of the week. It's going to go against Johnson. He'd be disappointed with that. And Archard with ball in hand right in the middle of the ground. Can send the Bloods into attack. Told to play on by the umpire. He's slung to the ground by Riley Matricati. Turnover. Chance for Joel Cadman. Kick to the fat side of Billy Myers, and he's got it.
That is brilliant football from Cadman.
Squaring kick. Matricati.
Settle.
And he'll go back and have a shot on goal.
Joel Cadman had to take a bow. He responded to the play on call, tackled the ruckman, forced the turnover, and smacked it on his boot. That was awesome.
So Riley Matricati, one of those 8 players that was spoke of from both sides inside the BFNL's top 50 goal kickers, a chance to convert here. None more important than this one. The address is good and the execution is better, and he likes it. And the Devils kick a goal.
Good response from Darley. They've had plenty of footy, needed to get reward for effort, and probably give it to them, but you would have thought the last 5 or 6 minutes play they would have got 1 or 2, but definitely needed that one.
Well, they were a little bit unlucky, the Bloods, with the awareness, and you're highlighting Joel Cadman's influence there, but when told to play on, they were denied their time there, the Bloods, and a costly turnover resulted in a goal to Riley Matricati.
Yeah, and Darley have made that switch like they did in the second quarter with Lennon into the ruck, Myers forward, and they've looked a lot more dangerous with that combination for mine.
Back in the middle of the ground here, Leonard into the ruck, tap one by O'Brien. Now there goes Baker, been good, left foot kick to half forward, Suter, terrific.
Wow, great mark.
He's been good all day.
He was reading the play really well.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been one of Melton's best. Alongside some of these kids have been driving us mad right throughout the afternoon as he went short and found Davis on half back. He'll leap Wind onto that left boot, and he'll run away from Baker. Penetrating left foot kick out in the direction of Payne. It was terrific.
Brilliant grab.
St Kilda drafted AFL player, kicked 80 goals in the Western Region League. Plays on, right foot kick. Brett needs to be strong, and he was. Not sure he judged it that well, but he's just natural ability. Was able to ring it in as he found Page, who got into Bewley, who loped away to half-back. Clever little chip over to Cadman, back to Bewley, who went by hand and towards Inglis, who got it back to Bewley on his non-preferred, went forward. Myers, 2-on-1. Hold! Not paid by the umpire, off hands over the line, boundary throw in.
That's a good effort by Suter, the spoil. Probably a touch early before the ball got there, but he did his job. It was probably square.
I think Myers might have got a fracture under the ball and played for the free a little bit. It was half there, but good decision for mine.
Yeah, good observation there, Lee. Boundary throw in. Darley 47, Melton 38, 15 and a half minutes gone. Darley into attack here. Boundary throw in. Tap one by O'Brien, found Braden Kite. Onto the right boot, the captain goes low with the eyes, overcooked the kick, meant for Ryan, ended up in the hands of Liam, who was dispossessed. Grab ball opportunity.
Too high.
Free kick's going to go the Devils' way. The frustration there for the Bloods. And it'll be Riley Matricata. He went short to Denham. So Denham, 49 metres out from goal.
He's looking for the 50. He's very cagey, Matty Denham.
Well, he's too far out to score, so he goes by the left boot. Punched away. Ground ball. Who can win the contest? Darley, Melton. They'll both cop a stoppage here, and they'll get one at the top of the goal square. He's 16 and a half minutes gone. So for the best part of the opening 15 minutes of each term, there's been very little scoring. The predominant number of the 13 goals have been scored in the second half of each term. Let's see how this eventuates. Myers with strength. Grabbed it out of the ruck, tackle, take it to the ground, no prior.
You could do worse than standing beside Suter here. He's having a dream quarter. Stand beside him, that's where the ball will be.
Ball up. Tap one by O'Brien, went boundary side. How will it sit? Well, Bewley grabbed it cleanly and kicked it across the body.
Oh, no way.
No.
Goodness me. That
O.M. Bewley.
Best goal.
Oh, my Bewley.
Ever seen.
O.M.B.
Well, for a game where every goal's been a bit of a battle, a bit of a struggle, it hasn't been easy to get goals. To get one over the back and just go snap from there, that's a bonus for Darley.
I saw Brett Bewley kick a goal from a similar area, but he was 45 metres out right in front of the back of Smash coach's box a couple of derbies ago. And but this one, the angle more acute, but this game more important. They extended with a 15-point lead. Darley, they're 8-5-53, Melton 6-2-38.
Free kick to Melton.
Oh, so
Adam as a party was a fifth man in the square.
Okay, so some undisciplined play there. So O'Brien took the resultant kick, who found Russell. Awkward looking kick. Spiteri was good.
Good body.
How about the gather from Bewley? Just swung it onto the left boot. Bishop needs to be strong. He was, but Suter was up to the task. He's been good. Left-hand hand pass. Oh, how about that through traffic? Found Braden Kite, who punched Bailey Young in the guts, and Young didn't like it either. He's got a bit of a turn and lead. Here's a chance to Jack Walker. Awkward kick. Won't pay the mark. Page hand pass it in the back of Brett. Where's the Benny Hill music? Force it over the ball. And there'll be a ball up 35 metres out from the Melton goal.
Matty Brett will be giving some advice to the central umpire there. He was in a full Nelson in that marking contest, but play on the ball.
So some frustration from Brady Kite right in front of us here. But here's a chance for Davis. He'll run into an open goal on the back of that stoppage. That was all too easy. That was Melton 101 out of stoppage inside their 50. And they get their 7th of the afternoon. They're 7-2-44. They trailed Darley 8-5-53.
A little bit of wind getting up here now, Todd. I just feel up in the grandstand.
Indeed.
We'll wait and see whether that influences the game, but certainly around half time it was very quiet out in the middle, so not really making an advantage to either team.
So Darley led by the solitary point at the half, and the margin has been reduced to 9.
That was a crucial centre square infringement for Darley.
Ball up, Johnson into the ruck, tap one by Archard. Baker cop one high, he'll get that free every day of the week. And he'll go back onto the left boot. He'll waste no time and he'll go out in direction of Matricardi. It was almost a lazy kick there. And a kick across the body from Matricardi was horrible. And just found somebody playing tennis on a Saturday afternoon. So Darley just a little bit laconic. When stakes are so high, they'd be disappointed with that. Perceived pressure can be one thing in these games. Darley 53, lead Melton 44.
Childcare's out.
Yeah, we could do with a handful of muzzles here. And I'm not talking about the crew that's bringing the action on Red Onion Match Media here today. Left foot kick goes along the line to centre wing. Matty Brett presenter did well. Here's Bewley again. Penetrating kick inside. 50 seconds on limit. Juggling its hand if you don't mind.
He was pretty happy with his work too, Leonard.
Well, I think it bounced off his chest before he knew it was meant for him. Such was the speed, the aerial speed of the Bewley drop punt. The bounce off the one-time defender's chest, and it did spew up into the air. He was able to get a second grab.
Well, it would have broke the fingers. Best to let it hit the chest to take the second grab from mine, I can tell you that much.
Well, there are ribs behind those fingers, Leroy, so, but I'm with you. So Leonard with an all-important shot on goal. Has a pot shot. He might have got this, Leonard. In game 253, Darren Leonard kicks no more important goal than the one he just did then. They're 9-5-59, the Devils. They lead Melton 7-2-44.
15 points is a handy break in this game. It's been a bit of a wrestle. You can't see a team getting a real run on.
Makes me think the breeze might just be starting to favour Darley.
Yep. Actually, that's a very good observation, that one.
Well, if you look up into the trees, there's not a great deal. We're actually in a bit of a tunnel here in the grandstand, so it's really hard to tell. I'm not sure there's been a great deal of penetration.
Well,
on the
Bewley kicks at 60 every time he gets it, so it is a bit hard to tell.
Tap one by Archard. Ground ball opportunity here for both sides. Bewley just somehow picked the ball up. Around three players that was tackled and bailed up, and there'd be a ball up.
Picked it up and had two Melton players hanging onto the ball.
Near 22 minutes gone in this third term here. Ball up, tap one by Archard. Ground ball opportunity for Young, knocked off the footy. And he has a party presented. And there'll be a ball up.
Important couple of minutes here for Johnson just to neutralise the ruck contest.
22-minute mark, third quarter, 15 points. Melton have got a big 3-4 minutes here.
Archard won another tap. Murray kicked through the congestion. Meant, well, somehow fell into the hands of Borg, who was bailed up. So he's an important cog with his leg speed, Borg. And he's been important for them.
Well held since quarter time.
But indeed. But he's a much more important player when Melton had ball in hand. So Adam Azzopardi, been an important meters gain player.
Great hands.
And that kick was meant for Inglis, who was strong, who played on it, got it to Young,
his wrong foot.
Who ran his measure onto his right. He's preferred actually in the tumbling kick. Found Bishop. He just shoveled it out there as he went to ground with momentum. Adam Azzopardi kept running, bailed up there by Cotter. And the umpire says, I'll have it, there'll be a ball up. Some 40 metres away from the Darley goal.
Yeah, Bishop may well have hung onto that one on another day.
Loose ball get. Sea of players around the footy. The umpire says, I'll have it, there'll be a restart. Darley 9-5. 59 lead Melton 7-2-44. Big cheerio to our friends in Sweden, San Diego, USA, Seattle, USA. Tuning in this afternoon, albeit their night.
So since quarter time, 7-4 to 4 straight, Todd, in Darley's favour.
Somehow with the back of that boot, yep, pressure there from Inglis. Will deny Melton an exit. So the pressure from both sides under the pump with the 50-50 ball's been really good.
Yep. And Melton like the stoppage because they are controlling ruck play.
Archard again, Borg gathered, terrific, left foot, cross the body, only as far as Young. So the kick let him down there. The Port Melbourne VFL listed Borg could only find Young, who went with a high up and under kick. Myers the target. Melton got numbers. Mark claimed there by Lachlan Walker in the last line adjacent to the behind post.
Yes, so Walker, he's been steady. He had a really good start to the game first quarter, but that was a telling mark.
So he went short and found Suter, who's been judged by the Darley faithful is best in their round 8 loss and again best in their round 17 loss. That won't bother the Devils too much if they get the same result again today. They'll be more than happy to hand the 6 back over to Suter as they switch play here. Bit of chewing and throwing there from Phillips, and he went with a high up and under kick to half forward. And right in Matricati took a nice mark in the end. And he wastes no time and sent the ball forward. Chance here for Johnson at the back, and he's got it. 10 metres out from goal, directly in front. And Will Johnson has an opportunity to extend this lead against the minor premiers, the reigning premiers, to 21.
Big kick for Johnson after spending 15 minutes thinking about it.
So you can hear the breeze through the mic, down the vision here. Johnson, goal. 25 and a half minutes gone in this third term here. And Darley have got a game-high 21-point lead. A mirror image of what transpired at Darley Park in their round 17 match, where the Devils led by 2 at the half and they were able to extend to a 21-point win. I don't want to preempt anything at the moment, but they led by 1 at this half and now it's out to 21. They're 10-5-65 Darley. They lead Melton 7-2-44. 26 minutes gone, third term.
Yep, Melton definitely need a good centre clearance here. They've got a couple of minutes going this quarter. They could peg one back. It's game on.
Ball up, tap one by Archard, meant for Walker. Dispossessed there by Bewley Johnson. The last goal kicker sent the ball forward to the attacking 50. Heaney needs to be clean. He's bowled up by Inglis. Good defensive pressure. Up high, let it go. Ground ball squared away. There'll be a ball up.
Great tackle, Inglis. Would have been rewarded.
At the high school end of the cricket pitch that somehow is still visible here in footy season as it has all season. Bewley on the right. Shallow entry inside 50. Devils wanting the push. Didn't get it. Leonard was that.
Good.
Chance here for the Bloods to extricate by the advantage through Suter. High up and under kick. Button the target, but the mark taken by Andy Azzopardi, who protected the ball dropper, went short and found Adam Azzopardi. Could have gone to Ward, but elected to go back to his brother Andy, and he went long towards the top of the square. Johnson, he's got it again! Wowee, he's a talent, the 20-year-old.
He's a crucial player in the Darley setup. He's playing a role today as second ruck, and he's really trying hard, but when he's forward of the ball, he is very dangerous.
Code Sports released an article yesterday on the top 30 in the Ballarat Football Netball League. The Guns. Darley, of course, didn't feature, and this guy's certainly one of those. So some more research required for your next one, because this one is code goal. Darley get their 11th.
2 in 3 minutes for Johnson.
11-5-71 Darley. They lead Melton.
And it's his
7-2-44.
It's his one-touch ability. He doesn't fumble the ball. He gets a chance. He's one grab. I said this last week. You've done it 3 or 4 times. There's no indecisive about it. One touch, one grab, and he's a very good kick. And that counts for a lot. You get 3 or 4 opportunities, and he takes most of them.
That's 38 goals now for the year for Johnson. It's a very, very handy.
So it'll be the blood rule. Looks like their endurance beast, Jack Walker, will come off the ground.
Hasn't been too many one-on-one contests for full forwards today, Todd, and Johnson found himself in one there and very strong above his head.
So just an update call on, keep an eye on the Billy Myers hamstring. It's come from an indirect text. Ball up, back in the middle, Archard again, been terrific. Ground ball, chance for Spiteri, clean, got it to Lennon, got it to Denham. Adam Azzopardi bailed up, managed to get a hand pass away, chance for Farrugia, tumbling left foot kick to outer centre wing. Young taking a while to pick it up, finally did. He's on his non-preferred, but somehow got back onto the right, tumbling kick to the attacking 50. Bewley went with one arm, ground ball. They got the reinforcements through. O'Brien, the Bloods, and there'll be a ball up. Oh no, somehow it's spilled free. Bloods still under the pump here. Walker, impressive tackle to deny Darley an exit. There'll be a ball up. 29 and a half minutes gone, third term. Darley 71, Melton 44.
1 goal for the quarter from Melton. They spent 8 minutes of that quarter with 18 blokes to 17. So ordinary quarter from the Bloods.
Chance here for Ferrugia to extricate by foot to outer centre wing. It's going to come
Darley.
back here.
Free kick.
I'm not sure what that was for, Clark.
There was an off-the-ball hold.
What, Xavier?
Looks like Matricati.
No, that was Cardiff. Is that you?
So it'll be Riley Matricati with ball in hand. Adam has a party, in fact, Clark. He went with the right boot. Now,
he's
somehow
hitting
Darley
laces out.
taking the mark.
In the back.
Oh, in the back, yep.
Yeah, he did get rid of the Melton player.
Suter.
Suter.
Yeah, it was 2 actions there.
So against Myers. So Myers Hammy must be all right to that former CEO with the text as they go to outer centre wing. Ground ball. Might have caught one high there. The Bloods umpire let it go. And there'll be a ball up. True centre wing out of side of the ground. Darley 71, lead Melton 44. It's been the Devils for the most part in this third term. 11-5-71, Melton 7-2-44. Ball up. Bewley, quick hands, denied by Watkins. Quick hands were good, got it to Russell. Now here's a chance for the Bloods. Right foot kick to Carter. Got it to Geordie Kite. Back to Carter. Left foot kick. Running into it was Kite. He'll run into it, open goal. And he's put it through. Geordie Kite keeps the flame alight for the Bloods.
That's his second.
Timely goal for Melton.
Yeah, against the run of play, they managed to get it away from a stoppage and get it over the back. It was a 2-on-2 and they won the race.
Quality play, Geordie Kite.
Yeah, over 31-minute mark last quarter. And coach would call it red time, don't leave goals up. And Darley have coughed one up, which they'd be disappointed with. But definitely brings this game alive.
Surely they can get a jumping castle for these kids next time we're here at Mattingley Park.
Red Onion might sponsor it.
8-2-50, Melton on the back of that Kite goal. Back in the middle, 21-point ball game. 31.5 minutes gone. Bewley missed the target. Meant for Andy has a party. Open the door for the Bloods.
Denham caught one
Watkins, right foot kick towards the attacking 50. Payne kept his feet clean. Bowled him. Page did the mopping up. Right foot kick found Young. Who got it to as a party?
Good night as a party.
Over towards Inglis, who kept the ball running inside 50. What's going to happen here?
He's in some trouble behind plate.
Yeah, it's a good old-fashioned shirt front, and he is hurt.
Is it a down the ground free kick?
It is, and now it's on.
And now
in
it's
the
on,
Darley
yeah.
50.
And it's on Fairningham as well this time.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll just take a little break, Clark, while this is going on. Darley 11-5-71, Melton 8-2-50. You got the goal scorers.
Yeah, certainly for Darley, who are leading the game, Bewley 2, Myers 2, Johnson 2, and singles to Denham, Leonard, Bishop, Cadman, Joel, and Riley Matricati. And for Melton, 4 players have 2 goals each: Jordan Kite, Davis, Payne, and Borg.
So, I'm assuming that was a down the ground free kick after the Payne bump on as a party.
Yeah, it was a late whistle, very late whistle from the umpire 100 metres away from the play to pay a free kick downfield.
Yeah, it was almost like outcome influenced that.
I've got no doubt.
The down the ground. So it looked fair, but maybe the timing was,
it looked like a fair bump.
Was late, you know. And
but he didn't have possession of the ball.
No, he didn't.
He definitely got him high, but it was in general play. It was as he got rid of the ball. Wasn't a lot in it.
So there's a bit of World Chess Championship sort of theory on where the free kick should be paid here. Overthinking it.
So to be Will Johnson with ball in hand. He's kicked a couple of very important third quarter goals after a spell off the ground. So his right foot kick goes in the direction of Leonard. Ushered under the footy. Chance of Bewley couldn't gather. And they'll negotiate by handy the Blood through Watkins. Left hand hand pass was okay, but they're not out of trouble yet. Braden Kite. They got numbers all boundary side here. Payne will end up with ball in hand.
Moniti.
So it's Payne with ball in hand.
Why haven't Darley called a stretcher? They're a man down here.
So Payne with ball in hand. 33, near 34 minutes gone. Third term. Payne.
Free kick. Archard off the ball.
Against Z Stratton. Well, the siren sounds to end the arm wrestle of sorts here as some physicality starts to creep into the game.
Yeah, not over yet either.
And there's something going on the outer side of the ground here too, but we'll leave that up to the adjudicators to siphon. But I can tell you that after a tick over 34 minutes gone in this third term, at the sound of the siren, Darley 11-5-71 lead Melton 8-2-50 after the Devils lead by 1 point at half-time. They now lead by 21.
May well have been Suter who ironed out as a party, because Myers has gone back to him twice since just to tell him that's not required.
No, it was a good quarter from both teams. Like, Darley definitely got the intensity, Melton hung in. For mine, Ben Archer definitely stood up that quarter, had a big influence around the stoppages, but I think Darley's inside mid, Denham and Baker, were very good at the second possession to stop those runners from Melton, get out of the contest and turn the ball over and give Darley a big opportunity forward, which turned into some goals.
And Bewley would have been best for Darley in the third quarter by a fair way. Hit the scoreboard, hit the stoppages, linked up from half back. There was one passage of play where he picked up the ball at half back. He had 5 possessions in a sequence that ended up in a mark in the goal square to Johnson. So just amazing play from the Darley captain.
So Darley need to be led well here, as to the Bloods. Neither of them need to have anybody rubbed out for next week. Bewley's asking for some calm ahead of the three-quarter time huddle, where it's Darley 11-5-71, who lead Melton 8-2-50, endeavouring to make it 3-0. But guess in the context of the season, it really is irrelevant. It's all about winning this Carlton draft. McDonald's BFNL qualifying final. Clark, you've got the goals before a break.
Yeah, sure. For Melton, there's 4 goal scorers of the 8 goals, 2 each to Jordan Kite, Davis, Payne and Borg. And for Darley, there's 2 each to Bewley, Myers and Johnson, and singles to Denham, Leonard, Bishop, Joel Cadman and Matricardi.
Okay, guys, a well-deserved break, and we'll be back with the final quarter action in around 5 minutes' time. Welcome back to Mattingly Park, ahead of the final quarter action in the Carlton Draft McDonald's final series. The qualifying final unfolding in front of us. Darley lead by 21 points. I can tell you that in the other game, it's a tight one. Sebastopol 5-14-44, trail East Point 9-8-62. Don't forget tomorrow, live action via the BFNL Match Centre stream. It'll be North Ballarat and Redan live from Eastern Oval. But 30 minutes to play out here in a bit, you'd think. At the restart, tap one by Archard. Lockie Walker could have been held without it. The umpire let it go. Baker, strong, tackle, taken to the ground. There'll be a ball up in the middle.
Significantly, Johnson starting in the ruck.
Ball up. Tap one by Archard again. Young bailed up, taken to the ground. No prior, there'll be a ball up. So Lee, you went out and had a look at the breeze that's picked up here.
Yeah, Melton probably kicking maybe a one-goal breeze. Listen, it's not going to change the game, but I'd rather kick with than against it.
Tap one by Archard. Ground ball. Nearly a push on against Page. Umpire let it go. O'Brien wanted a high. Umpire denied.
There was
there'll be a ball up.
Probably should have got a free kick there, O'Brien.
Opening minute, final term. Darley 11-5-71, lead Melton 8-2-50. Ball up, tap one by Archard. Knocked it across the cricket pitch. Chance for Page. Bailed up, taken to the ground by Carter. And there'll be a ball up.
Just on a good length. Page got a good bounce.
He's done a lot of 1%ers, a lot of defensive play today. Archard hopeful rather than anything else with a tap over the shoulder. Went into the hands of Denham. It was bailed up, and there'll be another stoppage.
How intense is this stoppage work?
Yeah, very tight. I think both teams know stoppage is key in this last quarter.
Tap one by Archard. Ground ball this time. No free kick to O'Brien against Baker, and there'll be a reset.
Johnson just pushed Archard in the back at that contest too. He's got to work a bit harder to get the front.
Ball up. So Archard, clever. Tap. Baker knocked it forward. Follow-up work from Bewley was strong, and he ran to centre wing out of side. Long left foot kick in the Myers direction. Punched away by Phillips, who was terrific. Bloods have got numbers at ground ball. They fire the hand pass out to Manetti, who was hopeful rather than anything else with that exit kick, and Bewley was strong. Mark Andall free kick. Umpire paid the high.
Well, it's good pressure from Watkins, but strong grab.
So Bewley with ball in hand now. He'll weigh up the options, and he'll go to the hot spot. Leonard the target. The fly got it!
Working his way into the game, Leonard.
So the veteran, albeit 253 games of them, will go back and have a shot on goal, and this will test the power of the leg.
See Manetti in the background stretching the calves. It's been a warm day, as we mentioned early, and I see he's just trying to prevent the cramp from kicking in early.
So Heaney a bit proppy, leaving the ground, shuffling off. Of course, he played against his dad some years ago, Clark.
Yeah, there's quite a few sons of fathers I went around with Toddy out there.
So Leonard from 49, this will test him. Momentum through the ball is good. How's the accuracy? It'll go off to the left and sneak through for a minor score.
Behind.
So the margin extended to 22. Tick inside 3 minutes gone. Final term. Darley 72, Melton 50. And it'll be Riley Walker, who goes straight down the middle of the ground. Archard the target. He sets himself. It's going to go on here.
There's a kid's footy on the ground in the pocket. They've pulled the whole play back because of that.
No, and the central umpire hadn't called all clear for it behind.
All clear. Went through 3 minutes ago.
Significantly, Melton straight up the middle of the ground. That's the first time that's happened today. So Archard on Johnson, straight up the middle of the ground with the breeze.
So Bewley has manufactured his way into the middle of the ground too, but they won't be so predictable now. Tumbling kick from Walker was a bit of a shocker really. Bouncing ball, it's gone out of bounds. Call it a territory kick.
He's kicked it, the reverse drop punt.
So boundary throw in, 65 metres away from the Darley goal. There's the throw in. Archard won that tap. Went boundary side, looking for Watkins, couldn't keep it in. Pressure from Bewley was up to the task to ensure it found its way over the line for a throw-in.
Who can kick the first goal of this last quarter? It's crucial.
Well, we say it a lot in the commentary box, but in a situation like this, it comes to light, doesn't it?
Boundary throw-in. Johnson, Archard, tap one by Archard. Johnson knocked off the footy, one of the free, denied by the umpire, correctly so. And the ground ball will result in a stoppage.
Darley have kicked the first goal in each of the first 3 quarters.
And we'll be looking for a quartet. But the hurried kick out of the congestion from O'Brien was cut off there by Young and Jack Walker.
Baker's gone.
Baker was bailed up there by Liam Carter and Ping, said the umpire.
He broke the first tackle. Liam Carter came in, second man in.
So he played on with a hand pass. A wild one at that meant for Riley Walker. They made a meal of that, the Bloods, and it's gone over the line for a boundary throw-in.
What about that stat from Clark Wheel in there? Darley kicked the first goal in every quarter. That's the kind of thing he brings to the telecast. Unbelievable, isn't it? That's pretty classy stuff.
Carlton Draft McDonald's BFNL qualifying final unfolding in front of us thanks to the vision from Red Onion. Ground ball opportunity here. Denied by both sides. The umpire will come in and affect the ball up. So
Archard's getting calluses from the palming out of each stoppage here, Todd.
So there'll be a reset. 5.5 minutes into this opening term. Ball up, tap one by guess who? Only as far as Bewley, who just broke one tackle and took a bounce and then went without it. Chance for Archard. Hand pass conceding ground meant for Watkins. Shoveled it out towards Walker, who might have done a calf. Kicked it into the middle of the ground. Pressure was good here. Chance here for Connor, went to ground. Sullivan went searching for Suda, but the Devils are up for it here to deny an exit.
Holding the ball.
And there'll be a ball up. Attacking side of the middle of the ground for the Devils. So things just not going the Bloods' way in the last couple of minutes.
But you can see Melton, they take a risk there. They centred that ball from deep in their half-back flank. They're trying to win this
Ball
early
up.
in the quarter.
Bewley, he caught one high there from Suda. And he'll get the free kick. Every day of the week.
Melton have got to turn Archard's influence in those tap-outs into forward thrust.
Such as Bewley's commitment today. Baker went to give him a hand up and he pushed it away. He's thinking it was a Blood, so the left foot kick went forward. Cotter was strong over the ball, did all but take the mark. Ground ball will result in a stoppage 30 metres out from the Darley goal.
Darley won't mind this stoppage game in the first 5 or 6 minutes. It's ripping time off the clock, clogging the game up, but won't mind this at all at this stage.
Ball up. Tap one by Archard. Ball gets knocked towards the Darley boundary line. Clever from Baker. Good defensive pressure there from the Bloods to ensure no exit from the Devils. There'll be a ball up 25 metres away from their goal.
So Darley have got the +1 behind the ball. Leonard's dropped off.
Here's the restart. Johnson tackled, taken to the ground. The umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be another stoppage. So 25 metres out from the Darley goal.
Melton will have the extra here at the stoppage for Archard to find.
Ball up. Tap one by Archard. Stolen by Joel Cabin. High up and under. The umpire will pay the mark. Players set themselves. It sits okay for Inglis. Kick across the body just meant the miss to the near side through for a minor score. A little bit disappointed with that, Harley, but he didn't have much of an opportunity, but given his role in the side.
Been good first up today.
Need to pop those in.
He's been a good input for your first up.
Yeah, indeed, yep. He's been lively.
Good selection. Just the 2 behinds in 8 minutes of play now, Todd. Both to Darley going against a slight breeze.
So it'll be Cotter to bring the ball back into play. So he's got Button on broadcast side, but he'd like to go to the outer, and he lopes away. Dump as he kicked by Johnson towards half back. Archard knocked it over his head. They're out here. Chance here for the Bloods. They knock it forward to outer centre wing. Riley Walker went the socket, didn't bend for it. Chance here for Page. Couldn't gather. Force it in there. So to the Devils through Mitch Ward, but there'll be a ball up.
Well played by Ward there to create the stoppage because Melton were out numbers.
Attacking side of centre wing, outer side of the ground. Chance here for Bewley. Tackled, bailed up. Umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up.
Stoppage number 10.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. The ball's hit the ground a few times. Darley have let their opponent to get to the stoppage. They're happy with the stoppage, great on the clearance, and start again.
Ball up, tap one by Archard. Shark there by Davis. High up and under kick. Payne the target. Good use of the body there by Duncan Cabin. Failed to take the mark.
Great,
Second effort was
second
terrific.
effort.
And he tackled the big fella Payne. And the former St Kilda draftee was pinged for holding the ball. So the switch is on. It went over there to Riley Matricardi. And Bailey Young just put it out in front of Johnson, who presented, who took a diving chest mark in front of Cotter.
It's a wild way to kick there.
So he looks a little bit ginger, as most of them are, on the good track here at Mattingly. Being a good force. So Young just ran behind him and he's tumbled the kick to the attacking 50. Myers sets himself. Grand ball shark by Bishop. Somehow got rid of it, only as far as Phillips. Tumbling ball cut off there by Matthew Brett. Broadcast centre wing.
Great switch.
Switch play to the outer side. And found Page. Had Fawcett on his own. But now he's just run into the traffic of Carter, but he found Bewley. So that was good play by Fawcett to keep running and open that space for Bewley. So he won't be in a hurry to get rid of it. 10 minutes gone, final term here. So Bewley a low pot of that left boot, penetrating left one at that in the Joel Cadman direction. And it punched away from him by Riley Walker, who's been good for the Bloods today. Certainly Darley have had weight of possession inside their forward 50 today. And Riley Walker's been one combatant that's really put his hand up in the Bloods' defence.
Absolutely, one of the best today.
No doubt about that. Been very, very handy.
So right in front of the rotunda here, we'll get another stoppage, albeit a ball up. It'll be Archard, who contests uncontested and just thumps it over the line for a boundary throw. And the umpires picked that a free kick here for deliberate.
You're not allowed to punch the ball on the full from that scenario, Todd.
So Brett Bewley just reminding the central umpire of that. He'll take the resultant free kick. Johnson presents. He was Cadman in fact, but he goes the long option. Leonard had a bit of it. Not enough, said the umpire. Ground ball. Sharked here by Archer. Tumbling kick off the side of the boot. And it's gone out of bounds on the full 55 metres out from the Darley goal, and Brett Bewley's got ball in hand.
Lightower 4 getting a workout.
Yeah, it could do a bit of spread here, Darley. We had Myers and Leonard in the same spot there. They could lead a different spot to the ground. Spread the defenders would be nice.
So Bewley from 55 to the hot spot.
Leonard.
And Darren Leonard, the veteran's taking an overhead mark. He'll go back and have a shot on goal, 20 metres out directly in front. He's had an impact in the second half, Leonard.
Well, he's had a couple of one-on-ones. You see how hard Myers worked there to just give Leonard a one-on-one. And
a little bit of space.
That's his his ball game.
Just weighted numbers there for Darley. Just too many entries, and Melton just, in the end, crumbled.
So Darren Leonard with an all-important shot on goal here that Clark and Lee spoke about. Just inside 12 minutes. 23-point lead is extended to 29.
That's his second.
Darley get their 12th of the afternoon here at Mattingly Park. 12 minutes gone, final term. They're 12-7-79. They lead Melton 8-2-50.
So if you're into sequences, Darley, first goal of each quarter.
And apparently you are, Clark, so it's good to hear.
Well, he's a man of the numbers.
Well, I'll give you another sequence. Darley Melton games in a row. What's this make it, Todd? 3 for the year?
Well, if the Devils get it done, that's that will be the case. But plenty to play at. You can never deny the Bloods who...
Well, they've been trying a few things, Melton. They've gone straight out of the middle, down the middle from a kick in. They've tried to square it up. Let's see what happens here.
Tap one by Archard. Grand ball opportunity here. For Kite is denied. There'll be a ball up.
I feel they'll risk losing by more to win.
Tap one by Archard to Kite.
Melton.
Tried to find Walker. Riley Matricati was terrific. Good use of the body. Got the ball to Baker, who went towards Inglis. Played taller than what he was. Riley Matricati kept running. Dumped as he kicked. Cut off by Manito. And they're away here, the Bloods. Right foot kick from Walker into the middle of the ground. Good defensive pressure from Fawcett. Enabled the turnover here. Inglis Fawcett held without it. Somehow spilled to Inglis from 49. Got plenty of it into the goal square. Myers got a bad bounce. Melton got number Suhini. Ran out of space through for a rush
Spiteri
line.
was open there. Inglis went the goal square. Fair enough. Myers one-on-one, but Inglis was open.
So it'll be Cotter to bring the ball back into play. And he lopes away and he runs his measure and he goes long and high into the middle of the ground. Use of the body was good from Joel Cadman, who took an overhead mark on Archard. It was one of his very few defeats of the year for the afternoon as he went lateral to Page. He went short to Riley Matricati to half forward outer side. Kick smothered. That pressure good from Suter. Chance here for Archard. Never given up the ghost. Kick across the body to a vacant outer centre wing. Foot race on in earnest. The boundary line will be Button and Z Stratton over the line for a boundary throw in.
I totally understand Melton going long down the middle. They haven't done it all day. Under a bit of time pressure now, long down the middle. But if they're going to do that, they need to get numbers into the middle of the ground. It's bounced back nearly every time they've tried it.
27 minutes gone at Eastern Oval. Scores level. Sebastopol and East Point. Boundary throw in, tap one by Archard. Ground ball, shark by Riley Matricati. Tumbling kick to half forward. Good use of the body by Ferrugia on Leonard on that occasion. Despite conceding height, he outmaneuvered. The kick was terrific. He found Walker, can run to half forward and lower the eyes in the Carter direction, and he's got it. Ryan Carter, Melton's leading goal kicker for the past few seasons, will go back and have a shot on goal, 25 metres out.
Hagel was the Ferrugia at half back there. He bodied the Darley player out, took the mark, wasted no time, hit a bloke up, laces out, straight down the middle. Melton shot on goal.
So 11-7-73. Are we a goal short there, Clark?
Yeah, it's 12-7.
Yeah, so just when you
79, Darley.
So the shot on goal makes no mistake. Ryan Carter keeps the Bloods in it.
Been good, Carter.
His first.
And Melton 9-2-56. Trail Darley 12-8-80. The timely reinstatement of that goal to Leonard moments ago has added some accuracy to the scoreboard and squared it away. It's a 24-point lead to the Devils. 15 and a half minutes gone, final term. 27 minutes gone at Eastern Oval. And East Point leads Sebastopol by 6 points. What a game going on there. Ball up, back in the middle of the ground here. Can the Bloods get back-to-back goals? Umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up and a reset right in the middle of the ground here. Waste no time. Tap one by Archard. Davis could have been held without it. The umpire let it go. Manito ran into a brick wall. Riley Matricani was one of those whose defensive pressure has been good. He's been good in spaces, in tight spaces today, Matricani.
Joel Cadman in the ruck for Darley now.
Ball up. Tap one by Archard. Loose ball get. Chance here. Free kick against the Bloods. It'll go the Devils' way.
Had 4 ruckmen today, Darley.
Yeah, I don't mind Joel Cadman. He's got good body work when it comes into the open play. He should be able to match Archard in the marking.
So Riley Matricati with ball in hand. Shallow entry inside 50. Leonard the target. Oh, Inglis, as he has done over the years, has played the taller role. And he wastes no time. And he goes in the Myers direction. He sets himself and he's got it. Myers has taken the grab. 30 metres out directly in front.
Just protected the space there, didn't he? Just protected the space, waited for the drop of the ball, took a chest mark, and that's just...
And then he kicked it to Myers.
So Myers with another all-important shot on goal. He's been prolific in both earlier games against the Bloods, who have only conceded the 2 games this year, both to Darley, and Myers kicked 3 and 5. And now he's got a shot on goal for number
3.
Number 3. And he makes no mistake. And out comes the bow and arrow from Billy Myers, and Darley get their 13th of the afternoon, and we're back to a 30-point ball game. They're 13-8-86. They lead Melton 7-8-50.
A 9-2.
9-2-56, excuse me. 30-point ball game here, near 18 minutes gone, final term.
So Inglis was good there. Just the ball just held up into the breeze, didn't quite get to where it was intended to go. And Inglis, he's so good above his head for his size. Jared Blair type.
Yeah, very much so. And he's not shy in lining up at half forward, albeit the true centre half forward spot there, either Harley. He's been there over the journey with some super forwards. He's played with over the journey, of course. Back in the middle of the ground for the reset. Archard won that tap. Good pressure from the Devils, but the left foot kick from Kite. Got it to half forward. Chance of Borg. Ran away from Ward. Tumbling kick. Bouncing ball. Bouncing. Goal! Just the response the Bloods were after to keep the door ajar.
She's a great effort by Borg. He's under pressure.
He was, wasn't he?
Ward had hold of his jumper the entire time after he took possession.
He just forged forward.
Well, he's a quality player, Kyle Berg. He kicks his 3rd of the afternoon. Kicked a couple in the interleague game, and he was super impressive in round 17. And of course, his leg speed's always going to be a factor, and he has that ability to keep his feet too.
Super centre break. So let's watch this with Jack Walker coming off the back of the square. He'll be at full speed when Archard gets up.
Archard
Here
Won
he
the
goes.
tap. Walker, good call. Clark couldn't gather though at the shoelaces. Page was in there. Tackle, taken to the ground. There'll be a ball up.
They did that with the previous centre square, and it was magnificent by Melton. Here we go again. Look at Baker trying to get in front of Walker.
Ball up. Tap one by Archard. Good call. Clark found Baker, who went to Page. Kick to broadcast centre wing. Mark's been taken there by Inglis in front of Suda. And he wheel onto the right boot. Tumbling kick at that. Made it difficult for Joel. Cadman, Myers in front of it, knocked away from him. Phillips was terrific, just didn't get any purchase on the handball. Adam, as the party gathered, and was tackled, taken to the ground. The follow-up work from Phillips was good to deny the Devils a forward entry. There'll be a ball up on half-forward broadcast side.
Good player, Adam Mazzapati today.
Solid four-quarter game.
Archard won the tap again. Bewley dropping the ball. Just didn't get ball to boot. Perugia will take the resultant free kick. And he'll go into the middle of the ground with a high, slow-weighted kick. Page outpointed Cotter on that occasion.
He's so sore, Cotter.
That centering kick just hasn't worked for Melton this quarter.
So Page went long into the pocket. Myers the target. That man again. No, had it knocked away from him from Phillips. Johnson
Well
composed. Found Bishop. Oh, I thought Johnson was up on his bike then.
He did look at the outside of the boot shot, and last minute he went, no. Right in front of the coach's box. Dan Jordan's looking, I better do the team thing and square this one up.
So Bishop kicked one right from this identical area in the second term. Has a chance to kick Darley's 14th and get the margin back to 30.
Has the yardage on this one, Todd. Bishop got it.
I guess he does.
They've got to get... Melton need to get Cotter off the ground. He isn't right, Clark.
Yeah.
You've picked that.
So Bishop, tumbling shot on goal as he snuck it in.
Just the wrong side.
Off to the
post
right.
Bishop.
So Melton breathe again. They trail by 25. It'll take their best. Darley 13-9-87, lead Melton 10-2-62. East Point have defeated Sebastopol by 18 points. Ball comes out of defence only as far as Page, who sent the ball back to the top of the goal square. Spiteri slung to the ground. And the umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up top of the goal square. 21 and a half minutes gone. Final term. Darley lead by 25 points.
So Sebast season over.
Gone.
Third versus sixth. It's a great formula, isn't it?
Terrible.
Ball up, tap one by Archard. Had to be clean. They were with the exit kick. Dribbling ball, found the safety of the boundary line. But
I will tell you one thing. I reckon these two teams would be happy with that result.
Yeah, they will be. I mean, I was being sarcastic. The final six
well, of course,
doesn't reward Sebast having a great season, finishing third.
East Point with they're the 2018-19 premiers, mind you. No Geordie Johnson today either. Their best player over the back with the ball. Chance for Denham. Gathered, just forced to get rid of it. Hopeful rather than anything else. Jack Walker went by hand to Suda. High up and under, kicking in the middle of the ground. See, Stratton was strong and read it well. Right on the cricket pitch. He's got Adam's party short. He doesn't know he had Kite right behind him. Kick didn't go the required distance. There's a shank from Young. Open the door from Menito. Good pressure. They got numbers though. Here's a chance here for Sullivan. Onto the left. Run to 49. It was Davis, in fact, was it? Shot on goal. He's got plenty of it.
It's a goal.
He might have stuck it in. It was Sullivan. And he's kicked a goal for the Bloods. We're back to a 19-point ball game here.
Bailey Young might like to have that possession back.
11-2-68. So reward for straight kicking for the Bloods. But they trailed by 19.
So vote 1 for 36. Really tight bodies out there at the 23-minute mark of this warm spring day.
Yeah, well, it's cooled down a bit now. That's quite pleasant at the moment. But the first half, it was really warm out there. There's a lot of hard work done.
Darley 87, lead Melton 68, a 19-point lead to the Devils. They've had 9 more scoring shots, but the Bloods hanging in. Near 23 and a half minutes gone. Archard with the tap. Through the middle there was Denham bailed up. Oh, pinned by the umpire, holding the ball. And the resultant free kick to be taken by the Bloods, and they waste no time through Watkins, who went out wide of the pocket. On the lead there was Kite. Ushered, force it under the footy. Bouncing ball. Brett, with not a lot of space, went with a dribbling handball, but it found its way over the line for a boundary throw-in. Right in front of the Carlton Draft McDonald's BFNL scoreboard that reads Darley 13-9-87, Melton 11-2-68, 24 minutes gone, final term.
Yeah, Denham took possession, had a quick look to see who he could give it to, and then took the tackle looking for the stoppage.
Boundary throw in. It'll be Brett and Carter. Tap one by Brett on that occasion. Purely hand pass meant for Young. Shark there by O'Brien. Bailed up by Young. Held to him, said the umpire. There'll be a ball up 45 metres out from the Bloods goal. So 24 and a half minutes gone, final term. Darley lead by 19. Ball up. No ruckman could gain the ascendancy. Denham did though, but his hand pass only went as far as Suter, who caught one high. Umpire called play on Benito. Tumbling kick to Borg. Outside of the right boot. Bloods alive here at Mattingly Park.
That's his fourth.
12-2-74 Melton. Trail Darley 13-9-87 and Borg. Every bit of forward craft and the outside finish, terrific.
He's been good all day, but in this last half, every time the ball's gone in his area, you've been nervous. You're thinking something's going to happen. He creates space, he creates opportunity, and he finishes beautifully, doesn't he?
Yep. Yes, in the Darley box, there's alarm bells going off, and matchups are key here for centre break. Watch off the back of the square. Baker's got a big job here.
Well, they've done a lot right. The Devils, they just need to continue to back themselves in. Ball up. Tap one by Archer, but Baker went crashing through. Rebound footy, fell into the hands of Denham. Tumbling kick towards the attacking 50. Liam Carter's gone back. Fired the hand pass out towards Suter. Went to out of centre wing. Bouncing ball. Benito read it well. Ran away. Tackled to the end. Good defensive pressure there from the Devils. Spiteri went to ground. And will nullify a stoppage. Ball up, out of side, centre wing, attacking side for the Bloods.
There's plenty of time left in the quarter. Every quarter's gone 32 minutes.
Yeah, true.
Ball up. Tap one by Archard. Only as far as Baker. Tumbling ball. Well, Joel Cadman thought it was going further than what it was. He might have caught one high. The umpire agreed. It was a bit stiff there, Suter, but it was there. So Joel Cadman, a chance to steady the ship for the Devils. They need to be good with this kick here.
Myers one-on-one with Phillips ahead of the ball.
So he goes for the high up and under kick, and he goes towards Myers. Could have been held. Umpire let it go. Ball spills free, boundary side. Finds its way over the line for a throw in. 65 metres around from the Darley goal.
It was a good tackle by Phillips.
Boundary throw in. Near 27 minutes gone. Darley 87, lead Melton 74. Throw in. Went over there to Ball and Sundry. Ground ball chance for Riley Matricati being good. Baker got it towards Inglis. Hand pass meant for Bewley. Somehow he stole the ball and sent the ball forward.
Behind.
Off to the left side. All through for a minor score. 13-10-88. Darley lead Melton 12-2-74.
3 goals to win it.
27 minutes gone. Final turn. It'll be Riley Walker being good today. Goes to the outer side. Gets plenty on the kick. Let it in front. Plenty on it. Veterans taking a nice mark in front of Russell.
That would have hurt.
They've obviously changed their tack in the last quarter. They've gone more central, Melton. It just hasn't paid off for them.
So he plays on with the left-hand hand pass over to Spiteri, who wastes no time sending the ball forward in the Johnson direction. Didn't quite get to him. Bailed up there was Inglis. Tackled, taken to the ground. Ball up. 25 metres out from the Darley goal, directly in front. Near 28 minutes gone, final term.
Love his full of the ball play, Inglis, always there at the drop.
Ball up. Tap one, give that to Archard. Loose ball get, just shimmied out of the congestion by Davis to half back, and Adam as a party was terrific.
Had a good day, had a very good day.
Took a nice mark on the chest. So don't forget, we've got a BOG going to the Darley player for the Bacchus Marsh Golf Club today. Kick went forward. Johnson went too early. Walker could have caught one high. Umpire let it go. Ball spewed out to Davis on his non-preferred. Centering kick was pretty poor in the end. Let it drop what he should have taken. His tackle was terrific. Clever little soccer from Young. Got it to Baker to Adam Azapati. Left foot kick out wide towards
got him.
Azapati couldn't take the mark. Ground ball. Sharked there by Archard. Been terrific. Kicked it to a vacant out of centre wing. Z Stratton's got time to gather if he can and compose and go backwards to Brett. Needed to get it to him on the fall. Composed hand pass. Myers has gone back.
Numbers out here everywhere.
Has to hit the target.
Now put Denham under the pump. Could have been held without it. The umpire let it go. Chance here for the Bloods through Watkins. High up and under kick towards half forward. Ward back with courage. Didn't break stride. Played on it, went with the right boot and found Bewley. Play of the day there from Mitch Ward in the clinches.
Gotta love the confidence of the young fellow. He took it on.
So Bewley just sloped around onto the left boot, lowered the eyes and went wide to Myers, who marked inside the boundary line. Too far out to score. On half forward, up against the boundary line. Just soaking up crucial seconds off the clock. Darley lead by 14. Near 29 and a half minutes gone. Right foot kick. Tied one at that from Myers. Farrugia sets himself. Had his name written all over it. Took a nice mark in the end. Tried to play the keepers off there. The chip over the top was okay. So they're out on their feet here at the moment, the Devils.
Darley got two loose players behind the ball here.
Walker took an uncontested mark and squared it to Archer just inside the defensive 50. Could have gone wide to Cotter, but went down the corridor to Phillips, and here they go through Riley Walker. High up and under kick. Hopeful rather than anything else. Players set themselves, and the grab's been taken by Matthew Brett. Save the day kind of stuff there from Matthew Brett, who sends the kick wide. They need to be clever here, Darley. Well, smart. Clever's probably an exaggeration, as Ward went along the line to Inglis, who's been okay. When you get ins and outs with depth players, Inglis has been terrific for his first game back.
Very good today, yep.
He's tumbling kick. That's going to let him down. The mark's been taken there by Archard. Near 30 and a half minutes gone. Darley lead by 14 points. Archard goes short to an unmarked Davis, who played on centre wing. Clever little kick over the top. Well, he wanted it to be because Suda got a favourable bounce and went to Lockie Walker. Went deep into attack. Players set themselves. And Matthew Brett again, saving the day on the last line for the Devils.
Yeah, he's the odd one out. They got a loose playback now, Darley. One behind the ball.
And
so he went short,
marking it.
And he found Mitch Ward.
Safe pair of hands.
So Ward with ball in hand. Darley lead by 14 points. 31 minutes gone.
Great
kick found Bewley. Can never underrate that exit kick out of defence.
Had a big couple of minutes, Mitch Ward.
So Bewley with ball in hand goes along the line with a penetrating kick. Leonard the target, sets himself, and he's got it.
Cadman's out the back.
So Leonard wastes no time, got a bit on the kick. Suda goes back with courage. Cadman presents, couldn't take the mark. The Bloods have got numbers back through Archer. Tumbling kick to out of centre wing. Darley got numbers, and Leonard again. So Leonard has the party calling it for in the middle. I'm not sure he understands the moment of the game. You don't need to
siren
ball. And the siren sounds, and Darley will head into the second semi-final after a 14-point win over the Bloods. They've gone 3-0 against the reigning premiers in season 2023, and they've defeated Aaron Timms' Melton Bloods by 14 points. It's Darley 13-10-88. Have down Melton 12-74 after the Bloods trailed by 1 point at half-time. They've gone down by 14 in the end in the most entertaining game of football, Clark.
Yeah, Melton scored 4 goals straight in the last quarter. In fact, 9 straight after quarter time.
Wow,
for
9 straight.
9 straight. Their goal kickers, Melton, Borg 4, 2 in the last quarter, 2 in the first quarter. Kite, Davis, Payne, that's Jordan Kite, 2 each and 1 each to Brodie Sullivan, who kicked a ripper in that last quarter to keep Melton alive, and Ryan Carter. For the winners, Darley, Myers led the Devils with 3 goals and 2 each to Bewley, Johnson and Leonard, and 1 each to Denham, Bishop, Joel Cadman and Matricati. Darley kicked 2 goals, 5 to 4 straight in the last quarter.
Well, we're going to send someone to the Bacchus Marsh Golf Club for a round of golf with 2 people in a cart. So with our Apple 98.5 FM commitment, we're going to give it to...
Yeah. Number 13.
Adam Azzopardi.
Oh,
well done, Adam. Well deserved, mate. And a nice build. You know, you can't send Bewley out there every day of the week, and he's probably got an honorary membership out there. But Adam Azzopardi was good over the 4 quarters. While there were many contributors, Adam Azzopardi, congratulations. You're off to the Bacchus Marsh Golf Club for a round or 2, including a cart with you and a friend, valid till the end of the year. Big thanks to Bacchus Marsh Golf Club. And a big thank you to McDonald's and Carlton Draft for bringing you all the action in this Red Onion qualifying final. And it's Darley who prevailed 13-10-88 after leading at the half by 1 point have prevailed and denied the reigning premiers Melton 12-74. So they'll sleep well, the Devils, as too will the Bloods, in a very hard-fought game of football. So on behalf of the crew here from Mattingly Park, Clark Whelan, Lee Greening, myself, Todd Whelan, we bid you a good afternoon. The honours with the Devils. They've got it done by 14 points.